What is up, VOD watchers? Welcome back to another stream. Today I'm playing Windswept. It's a platforming game about a duck and a turtle. It's supposed to be something close to Donkey Kong Country. Now you might be thinking, "Wow, Donkey Kong Country." I haven't played that game, so I haven't played that game. I don't have anything quaint to say about it. Normally I have I got something quaint to say. I whip out, just like but no, I don't have anything. So, thank you very much, Jiggle, for redeeming first. I can only hope that you enjoy and watch the rest of stream. It's just my greatest wish in the entire universe. I've never wished for anything other than this. Don't fact check that. What's up, Jiggle? You might be watching an ad. I don't know if you are. I don't know if you are. I'm having a queer fight with my friends right now. Queer as in, oh my fucking god, dude, Jesus. God forbid someone that actually was, God forbid you watch my streams. Alright, well, I hope you're done with your peculiar fight with your friends. I hope things end up well. I don't know. Queer as in gay or queer as in strange? Queer as in you're fighting over who's gay, or queer as in you're fighting over who's gayer? It's a weird thing to argue about, so it's queer in both definitions. Oh my god, it's the duck. Moo, that's me. What month are we in? Pride month. That's why I said you could be arguing over who's gayer for Pride month. You know? There's your answer. That doesn't change anything, because if you're fighting over who's gayer, then that's both the queer as in a strange thing to argue about, and queer as in a gay thing. Alright, I gotta go to options and switch controls. For some reason, it's not telling me. For some reason, it's telling me to use the spacebar, and I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I'm really about that kind of life. I'm not a spacebar. What the fuck? Stop! Stop telling me to use space. It doesn't help. Goodbye. Game looks fun. Not fun enough for you to stick around. Alright, this is seriously fucked up, though. This is fucked up, though. How do I'm using controller. How do I tell it to tell me to use the controller? Do I gotta unplug my fucking keyboard for this game? What's up, Maria? Thank you very much for chasing a comm pick, and welcome back to the stream. How are you doing? I don't suppose you know this game, and you know how to make it stop telling me to use the spacebar, because guess what? I'm not gonna use the spacebar. All right, it's a controller. It's a platforming game. Okay, I think the Z button is the X button. Just doing anything but playing Kiwami 2. It's been like a month. Does this game not even support controller? Oh, that's the thing. It does. But it doesn't. I have it telling me to use Nintendo for the controls, but it won't. Put in the Xbox? That's true. I'll try that one. That doesn't help either. I'll never know what controller to use. It's impossible. Oh man, agony is me. Restart the game, bro, Chacho. How'd that help me? I can try it, I suppose. Sorry, let me. I won't. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Hold on. You can press A, but don't press any button there. You can't do it. It's not allowed. Okay, well, this game's harder than I thought it would be, if we're being quite honest with one another. What if I disable Steam input? Maybe it'll work. Have we considered that? Have we considered that Steam input is actually failing me right now? I'm using the data cable. Okay, it's not working. This shit is not... No, it's not working. That's cool. That's cool. I didn't even want it to work anyways. I love it when my controller only works with Steam input. It's my favorite thing in the whole world. Yippee! Alright, back to the game, I suppose. Wait, the game's not here. Well, it's just my controller not working. The game is not at fault for the Steam input. Stop messaging me. I can't load it. The game has disappeared from my hotbar. The game's disappeared from my hotbar. I don't know how to get it back. What do I do? What do I do? How the fuck does this even happen? Is this my fault or the video games? Deflect the stream. This is a 100-line playthrough now. Oh, but it's so like I'm so scared of commitment. I'm so scared of commitment. Over here, it says that there's something. Oh, they have more save files. Holy shit, chaos mode. Oh, I'm scared of chaos mode. I don't know if I want to do it. I haven't even played regular mode yet. Randomizer mode. I pressed the B button. I pressed the B button as in no, I do not. Whatever, it's fine. We're gonna play the game normal. All right, we're gonna be normal. Stupid kid, where's the replayability value? People will just say things. All right, listen, it's fine that there's a replayability value, but it's just I don't know what I'm doing right now. You know, people be talking about replayability value. Nobody talking about making the game good in the first place. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that dark, ominous orb? Okay, well, I killed my guy. Has a Nintendo layout now. Does it? Celeste. Okay, well, I probably should have paid attention. I probably should have paid attention a little bit. Does it have the Nintendo layout? Because it says Y, but you don't use Y. You use X for that. Like, I'm pressing X right now. Maybe if I switch it to Xbox. Ah, there we go. It needed to be Xbox the whole time. All right, if you charge up an attack. Holy fuck. No! No, my duck friend. Where does he go? Why he died? Why did you use Nintendo in the first place then? Because I'm using a Nintendo controller. But it just so happened that the Steam input is inputting the... Okay. So I'm using a Nintendo controller right now, right? I'm using a Nintendo controller. But the cable I have just doesn't want to cooperate with my computer. And so I have to use Steam input because otherwise it's just fucking permanently broken. So I need to use Steam input to put my controller onto my computer because otherwise it won't work. All right, when I play Dolphin, I have to load Dolphin through Steam because my controller won't work, right? For some reason, Steam input is putting my controller as a Xbox. Can I break you? Thank you. Just doing anything except purchasing an Xbox controller. I'm sorry for, you know, pay me. How the fuck? How am I gonna bounce? This game's too hard for someone like me. I can't do it. I can't do it, it's impossible. Who do you think you are, dude? Someone who clearly needs an Xbox controller. Press the wrong button, and now my turtle friend died. He's gone. It's Pride Month, you pay me? No, I'm not paying you shit. Alright, you press Y, then you jump. What? You press Y, and then you jump, and you press X. Okay, that didn't work. You press Y, and then you jump. Oh yeah. Oh fuck. Oh, do you press Y to switch? How do I? Oh, you press B to swap between them. So you gotta swap, and then press LT, and then go into the thing. But I'm not paying you nothing. You could be an endangered species. I still wouldn't give you any money. All Alright, sorry. Besides, actually, I was gonna say something, but no. Well, every time I think I was gonna say something, I end up saying it anyway. So I don't know why I do the song and dance every time. Get him! But I feel like probably gay people on average are richer than straight people, right? I'd have to assume, maybe. I mean, it's like my idea of it. I assume that they would be. I don't know. What the hell are you talking about? Well, yeah, it's just like an idea. Like social convention. You know, it makes me think that might be the case. You know? Is that crazy? I feel like I might be onto something. Oh, food is ready. Dinner's ready. I didn't even know I was having dinner. What time is it? It's 6 p.m. I just started stream. Oh, I almost got it. I'm figuring it out. Fuck. Nope. They make I just don't I don't know about that one. Like in America? I find it hard. I mean there's studies on. Oh, hold on. Hold on real quick. I know we're talking about something important, but I gotta figure out how to deal with this bubble. You don't understand. I don't know what to do with that. All right, I need to go get dinner. I didn't think that was the case or true. Hold on. It seems I've gotten myself into something that I am not ready to be in. Alright, I'll be right back. Yo, I'm back. What's up? What's up, Ballistic Bang? How's it going? Why does he move like that? Why do you move like that? Woo! I didn't really want to take a break in the first 15 minutes of stream, but I suppose it's either I eat food or I die. Not too many options there. Alright, what the fuck do I do? Oh, thank heavens. Not even close, baby. Not even close. I still don't know what to do with the bubble, but it's fine. Keep Discord DMs, by the way. Is this about the thingamabobber? HRC, 96 cents for a gay guy, 87 for a woman, 70 for the others. Uh-huh. That's remarkably low. Weird. I don't know where the... I don't know. Before I speak on it, I would like to actually know more. I'm perfectly fine with saying something with no information, but saying something with some information is actually worse. I'd like to know all the info. Sorry, hold on. I'm looking at gay people work statistics. Thank you very much for redeeming Pikmin. Alright, hold on. Economic disparities, 16%, poverty, wage gaps, food insecurity, cents on the dollar. That's a lot. Good heavens. Did you guys know there's wage inequality in the world? What's up, Pedro? My Wi-Fi died for a moment. Sorry, I said that I thought that maybe gay people got paid more than straight people, and then... Hold on. Okay, well, I wanted him to die. Oh, fuck yeah! What happened to the turtle? Oh, did I kill him? Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. I can't get up there without the turtle. What do I do? Do the boys spells out com? No, they spell out comment. You degenerate. That's not what I wanted to do at all. Send me back! Employment would be famously very kind to queer people, as we know. Well, I didn't think it would be mean to them. Hold on, we'll run this back. How do I get my turtle? It's particularly unkind to trans women. I believe that. Oh, I've been in society. Go! Travel! Oh! That was the wrong button. That was the right button. I've kind of forgotten how to do everything already. We're gonna do this. I knew I shouldn't have picked hard mode unemployment. True, it is truly your fault. You should have just known and done better, frankly. So next time, you know, just consider it. Just consider not being who you are. Alright, we're gonna jump over this, and then we're gonna we're gonna Y, and then jump, and then X. We're not doing that one. We're not doing that one, actually. We're gonna... There we go. What's the murder button? That's the murder button. We're gonna jump on this. All right, hold on. And then it's this, right? No. And it's this, right? No. It worked! All right, let's get the fuck out of here. I accidentally fucked it. You gotta switch. Everyone knows you gotta switch to the turtle for the ground pound. Everyone knows this. Okay, fucked it again. Hold on. Okay, fucked it again. Hold on. Wrong one. So. There we go. That's exactly what I looked. B2 kid. Alright, I got sliders, which is a little burger, and that's my food for today. Alright, we're gaming. So, now is probably time for me to talk about why this game got canceled on Twitter. Because, to be honest, I didn't know. I bought this game before it got canceled on Twitter. It's been a couple months, so it's not particularly an option to refund it. Not that I would want to, because the cancel was another burger. Did Kirk have his hands on this, or what? No, actually. Fuck, I fucked myself so bad. I fucked myself so bad. Hold on. B. this button, jump, and then this button. Okay, things are not going well. This game has a bunch of accessibility features in it. And so what you can do is change the game in such a way to where you could make checkpoints or have buddy bubbles or do a stage skip or infinite jumps. And when you do these things, you have the ability to get the Steam achievements. And of course, as we know, the Steam achievements are actually the arbiter of who is and is not a really good gamer. And so people got pretty mad on it. People got pretty mad about it. Oh, we gotta switch. Kill him! What do I do? Alright, that worked out pretty well. And that's it. That's the reason why. So, crazy, right? I can't believe I'm playing a canceled Twitter game. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. I know there's a bubble down here. Can I go just straight up? No! Okay, that didn't... Oh, you don't die. That's convenient. How do I switch? I'll keep you on my back, turtle. Oh, no! Okay, that didn't go very well. Never mind. I'm not gonna keep you on my back, turtle. I'm gonna keep the turtle in front. Things don't go poorly when I got the turtle. So a game decided to be accessible. People got mad that they couldn't justify their superiority complex. It's true. It's true. I think it's really silly. Personally, I am one of the people that thinks, there we go. I am one of the... God fucking damn it, I gotta do it all over again. Maybe I should have turned on the fucking accessibility functions. I am one of the people that think that everyone who says Dark Souls should have an easy mode is lame and cringe. That is something I do believe. But the reason I believe it is because I think Dark Souls is the artistic vision behind Dark Souls is that it's kind of tough and it's really hard and you just gotta lock in and do it. If a game developer wants to let people have Steam achievements in their game while cheating, I think that more power to them. I think it's cringe to be like, actually, game developer, you're wrong and stupid. Furthermore, the outrage isn't over having accessibility features. It's that people with accessibility features can get the Steam achievements. Which, once again, maybe I'm just not a real gamer. That's totally possible. But low-key, who gives a shit about Steam achievements? Like, I like having them. I think it's cool. But I've never been like, oh, you're not a real gamer if you don't have the Steam achievement. That just feels a little silly, frankly. You can tell the Discord stuff, the only reason this game has any traction, considering you're the only one streaming it. Well, it's an indie game, right? So it's not famous. This came out a couple months ago. I always wanted to play it. I've had it in my notes app for, I want to say months now. And now that I've beaten Resident Evil 8, and I didn't want to play Resident Evil 8 4 times in a row. I felt like that would have been a bit much. So I decided that I'd go through the games that I want to play and just kind of see what I wanted to do. And then when I looked at the Steam page for Windswept, it's a game I already owned. I was just looking at the Steam page because I wanted to. I saw that it was mixed, and previously it was overwhelmingly positive. And I was like, well, that's weird. And then one of the negative reviews was like, the dev can't keep their mouth shut on Twitter. It's like, okay, well, that's a weird thing for someone to talk about. You know, what happened on Twitter? And then I went to go discover it, as it were, and that's when I found out. So I wouldn't say it has a lot of traction because of this. In fact, it wasn't a very big controversy at all. The game's already really small. So it going from overwhelmingly positive to mixed was kind of just like 20 people, which is like a lot in terms of like, oh my god, I can't believe 20 people are review bombing my game. But in terms of like the numbers and stuff, that's not that many people. You know what I mean? It's just a small indie game. I did hear it was good though, which is why I purchased it. And you know, I don't really care about. Oh no, I think the discourse is funny. You know, I wanted a stream title for the stream. I wanted to, and it came up, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, I can do this. But I was always gonna play this on stream. I think the oh fuck, what do I do? Do I gotta kill everything? Oh, I need to get all the pieces! I had no idea. Thank you very much, Holistic Bang, for Demon Hydrate. You can hear that. I had no idea. But no, I was always gonna play this. It just happened that I thought the discourse was funny. Alright, which goes for a lot. I saw, what was it? People were, okay, so there's this, you're gonna have to hear, listen, if you're watching the stream right now, I need you to lock in for the next minute, okay? I need you to not leave, because if you leave too early, it's gonna sound insane. Alright, so I was scrolling Twitter, and I saw that there's this thing called transvestigation, which is where people will look at a person and try to see if they're trans by comparing their skull shape to the average woman's skull or the average man's skull, right? So you're listening to this, you're going, what the fuck are you about to say, Moo? You better not be like, this better not be your right-wing heel turn. And it's not. I saw that people were transvestigating Adolf Hitler. So, you know, what a twisted web we weave, huh? Speaking of which, I've been oh fuck. Okay, well, how do I do this? Can I get away from me? Okay. Oh, it worked. The thing is, Twitter has actually broken the retweet function. So there are people whose retweets I turned off, as in I don't want them. I'm not gonna say whether or not I turned off Maria's retweets, I don't remember. But what I will say is that it's weird that it's on my TL. But I was scrolling Twitter earlier, and I saw, how do I say this in a way that is PG-13? Because I really do try to keep the streams PG-13, even if it doesn't seem like that sometimes. I know it is me. I'm about to talk about you, Deus. I'm already talking about you. Get ready. So I was scrolling Twitter the other day, or literally earlier today, and I saw, how do I put this? The large breasts of an anthropomorphic rarity. Rarity as in from Rarity from My Little Pony. And I was like, how did this get on my timeline? I don't understand. I don't understand how it happened. And then I went to go see, like, did I accidentally did I turn this guy's retweets on and I just forgot about it? Nope, they're just on. How does this link back? That was you, man. That was you. Trust me, bro. I saw it. It said that you retweeted it. I forgot. How does this link back to Hitler? There are things appearing on my feed that should not be there. Sans fine, I understand. What I'm trying to say is that I have work in 2 days for the first time. And if I get a little bored and I want to scroll a little bit of Twitter, I'm not excited about the prospect of my new coworkers looking over my shoulder and they see the tits of a My Little Pony character. You know? That's just my, that's just personally, that's my current issue, as it were. So, you know, God save the queen, blah blah blah, you get it. You are so fucking loud and I hate you for it every time. Thank you very much, Ballistic Bang, for having a beatbox battle. I'm sorry, but it seems like you lost. Oh no! Oh, I have my my VTuber linked again. This sucks, dude. Already doing better than you. I'm gonna trash you. I'm gonna trash you real hard. Just hold on though, cause I gotta turn off my fucking emotions. Ooh. I gotta turn off my fucking emotions here for a minute, because there's no way I beat this fight just doing this. Remember when Samus was the hardest Toby Fox fight to no hit? Good times. I don't know, I was a child then, so I don't think I was ever in the market, I think, for a Toby Fox boss fight. Find anti-spy protective screen for your phone. I do know someone like that. I don't know, man. It makes you look like you got something odd. Emo Bart image. Let's be honest, it's still the hardest Toby Fox boss fight to no hit. That's not true. The Black Knight or whatever their name is from Deltarune. That one's pretty tough. I barely beat that one. That said, I am literally just the best ever, so I'm sure that I could adapt and get used to it. But the Black Knight LARP. I played the game on stream. There's video proof of me playing fucking Deltarune. Fuck you. Alright? You have Asuka Langley Soryu from Evangelion as your fucking Discord profile picture, and I know for a fact you haven't seen the fucking rebuilds. You do not speak to me about LARPing, motherfucker. Go watch another YouTube video. Just called it took me 5 days to do Sans, 2 months to no hit the Hammer of Justice. Jesus Christ. I don't even remember the Hammer of Justice. I don't know if I fought that one. I don't know if I fought that one. I don't remember it. It's been such a long time. I watched the rebuilds like twice. Dude's just trying to flame me for anything. Yeah, you're a poser. You're a faker. Alright, I can just tell. You don't have the vibe of someone who's seen Evangelion. What does that mean? You're not clinically insane. Alright, you don't got that dog in you. Respectfully speaking, you don't have that dog in you. Alright? That's what I mean by it. Secret Chapter 4 final boss? Oh, that's a bummer. I don't think I got that one. I think I missed one of them. So it's probably that one. You just don't strike me as someone who would have seen and enjoyed Deltarune. You know? They're not Deltarune. Nope, not Undertale either. Evangelion. Probably the easiest secret boss, hardest to no hit. How fun. Okay. Is it the secret boss? Do you have to be evil to get this guy, or is it like it's like its own thing? Ow. Oh, I got hit again. I'll probably be fine. That's Spamton Neo. I fought Spamton. I didn't do the I don't know. I was never evil. They call it the weird route or whatever. I don't do that. Makes me feel bad, you know? It's kind of cringe. I'm not gonna do that. As in, he's the easiest. Oh. Jevil was fun. I liked him. E-ram? Oh, fuck. Man, it is just not a good idea for me to even attempt to read chat at this moment in time. it just seems like a bad idea. I don't know. Something about it. Oh, he's sweaty. Ew. Ew, he's sweaty and bald. And this Sans guy's gross. This Sans guy's ick. He's giving me the ick. Oh, is this the one where I go into the long tunnel? No. I'm close to the end. I'm over halfway there, I know that much. The problem is over halfway is a very vague descriptor of anything. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna slink around the edges of the table. It's not a table, it's a box. Oh no. Okay, this is really kind of difficult when it's the final move, but not right now. Ah! It's actually optimal to just not do anything there. I've said that several times, and I'm right every time. I'm right every time. It's optimal to just never do anything there. Fuck. I guess I'll wait it out and then instant noodle. I feel like I'm really close to the end, but I'm not gonna instant noodle. Just I can stake. Yeah, staking is better. Oh. Oh. It does it again? No, it doesn't do it again. I guess it's a little random. Oh, he's getting ready to use his ultimate attack. Oh no. Is he gonna keep doing this? Or oh, there it is. And then it sends you into the tunnel. Washed. Cringe. Big jump. Up. There. 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 And then go all the way around. You need to be close to the white beam, but you can't be touching it, and that's really hard for me. Because, listen, alright, if we're being honest with each other, I touched the white beam. I'm kind of pissed on how you first tried it. I'm kind of goated. I don't know if you've heard, but the reason I call myself the cow is because I'm too good to be the goat. Arrgh! Fuck yeah. Another dub for the Mooster. You're gonna have, it's gonna be a cold day in hell when I lose one of these. Alright, fuck yeah. There's a reason I put it as as a Twitch redeem. It's because I feel pretty good about it. But thank you very much for redeeming Sansfight, I appreciate it. God damn it, did you just try to redeem it again? Yeah, there's a little bit of a limit on there. Can you imagine if I just wasn't able to like play the game, I'd just do the Sansfight over and over and over again? That'd be, woof, that'd be something. Oh, it's muted. I only have 1.9 thousand points. Watch the stream more! I feel no sympathy for you. Oh no! I have to watch this really cool and funny and awesome guy. Oh, woe is me, that's what you sound like. Nom, 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 nom. I didn't watch enough Muubody. And now my soul will be cast down to hell for an eternity where I belong. Alright, you either give your life to Christ or you watch the Muubody stream. Those are the only two ways you get into heaven. And you're doing none of them right now. How the fuck do I get down there? Can the turtle swim? Oh, he's heavy. I get it. Oh, fuck! Oh, that's fun. I pay my church tax, buddy. I'm going to heaven. Faith is by grace, not works. A certain someone I know told me that. His name, Martin Luther. There we go. Fucking, I'm figuring it out. Oh. Ooh. Wi-Fi died again. I'm sorry to hear, Ballistic Bang. I said that if you don't watch the Muubody stream, you don't go to heaven. So. That's what I said, just to let you tune in. We say this, but if you're a Christian in Germany, you mandatorily pay a church tax. It's not my fault your nation doesn't understand Christianity. Alright, that's got nothing to do with me. You guys figured it out one time, And then after that, you're like, oh, let's stop figuring it out. Our nation burned Martin Luther. Exactly. You guys got the goat of Protestantism. And you kind of fucked it up. So. Burned isn't the right. Crucified. Incinerated. Hit with a blowtorch. Used him as a piece of Kindle. How did he die even? I don't know. Being cool and awesome like every Protestant is. I say that, but I'm not into the whole church thing. I'm kind of a crazy person. I don't really fuck with church. It's a little weird. It's just got a bad vibe to it. Which is insane because Protestantism is probably the, should have watched Muubody. It's true. It's true. Watch Muubody. Your soul will be saved. All right. For real. For real. On God. On God. See, I wouldn't say on God if I didn't mean it. Oh, that's going to be a problem. All right. How do I do this? Fuck. I fucked it. I fucked it really bad. Calm. What is this? What does this do? Oh! Uh-oh. Where am I? Oh, I'm in the water. Where's my turtle friend? I need him. I found him. Turtle friend, you gotta come with me. Turtle friend, we gotta go. Fuck you. Ooh, got him. Okay, that didn't go well. We need to restart from the checkpoint. He died of a stroke? Alright, well that's not good. Because that makes it seem like God killed him. That makes him seem like God killed him. I'm sure he was poisoned. You know? Like... What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? So I have one more slider remaining. Alright, how do I go about doing this? Oh! Let's fucking go. But now I don't have my friend anymore. They're gone. They died. No, turtle! That didn't go very well. Okay, now I do have my friend. All I have to do is lock in really hard and I'll be okay. Okay, that didn't go very well either, frankly. Hey! Oh, there's something down there. Can I undo it? Whatever. Kill me! Kill me! Send me back. I need to know what's underneath that bridge. I'll never fucking beat this game. Let's just be honest with each other right now. Okay, fucked it. Whatever, it's fine. We don't do this one. Oh, yeah. Come! Okay, well, I meant to go through that. Never mind, you skill issue your way around it. Listen, suicide in video games is okay. Not in real life, remember that. I'm really trying, I'm sorry, I gotta be quiet really quickly so that when I die, so that I don't die again, because that'll be super embarrassing. Okay, well I did actually die again, which is what most people would call a bummer. But trust in the vision. See, trust in the vision, told you. But you didn't, because you're a sinner. Should have watched Muubody. You'd go to heaven. How do I do this? How do we? Because I gotta touch that one, obviously. Go! Nope. Would be like this? No. There's definitely a way to do it. I'm confident. The issue is I just don't happen to know what. Deploy! Nope. I can't believe you put B on Pride. Oh, Britain. Yeah, I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. How do I do? I can't! Free me! Free me from this vile earth, from this vile curse. I can't do it. They won't release me. This is what I get for putting the UK flag on the Pride Month announcement. I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. Ah, there's a crime on this fucking slider. I can't touch it. I can't touch the slider without like the sauce on top getting on me. Good save. Word save me. Yeah, well, the reason why was because while I was sleeping, Maria was like, oh, Moo hasn't made an announcement about Pride Month, so he's homophobic. I was like, I gotta strike back against this, but I can't not make an announcement for Pride Month after it's been asked of me. So I reasoned that I'd do a poison pill where I would do an announcement, but it would have Britain in it. And so now you get your Pride Month announcement, but you're defeated by me. Fuck. Okay, this game's too hard. I'll say I need those fucking cheat functions. I need those cheat functions. I'll say it. Jesus. You're telling me people beat this without cheats? It's impossible. Go! Fuck, dude. How fucking hard could this possibly be? Whatever, we're looking it up. I'm looking it up, okay? This isn't the thing is, I've already missed one. Me getting this one does not help in the slightest, but I need to do it for the sake of me. Windswept. What the fuck are they called? They look like moons. All moons. This is very far in the video game. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if this will help me. 100% complete. That's the final stage. I don't need that one. Fuck it. Alright, help me out, buddy. You better beat the entire game. Okay. Guiding Glades, so we're on episode 3. Hey, what's up, Mr. Sketch? Uh-huh. I did this one. What the fuck? You can crack that open? Doesn't look like you can. Oh no, this guy doesn't know what he's doing any more than I know what I'm doing. This is just a normal dude. Carls! Come on, Carls. You got this, Carl. Show me the way. Show me the light. What's in here? How do you get here? Come on. Show me your tricks. I need to get over there. Oh, there's no way that works. It does work. You know, shout out Carl's 943. This guy's goated. All right, let's actually play the video game now. I can't believe you implied that queer people were as bad as the UK. I didn't. You know, you're seeing things. I just thought it'd be funny to put them next to each other. Oh my fucking god. I did the Pride Month announcement today because Pride Month just started. And I don't know if you saw it. Whoa! But I put the British flag on there because I thought it was funny. But apparently it was homophobic. Fuck, that's not what I wanted to do. Go, my goon. No! I'm not very good at this. Perform an aerial shell bounce. Bro, I did that a while ago. No, save me. Come on, man. No fucking wonder the dev decided to put in a fucking a cheat menu in here. It was homophobic. No, I didn't say that. I said it. I was informed that it was homophobic. Oh, if I fall down here, I'm stuck forever. There we go. I can't believe it's not true. It's not true. Is it so wrong to say that there are British gay people in the world? Okay, personally, I would say no. I would say no, it isn't wrong. There are British gay people in the world. And that's okay. You can accept your loved ones for who they are. Boom! Alright, things did not go too well, but that's okay. Oh, that turtle's doing a cool dance. Alright, hold on, I gotta put my plate away so I can play this video game. There's a secret level! Yeah, and I'm one of them. Exactly! You should feel happy that I shouted out you in particular. You should be like, wow, this is so cool. I can't believe Muubody cares about the British gays. British people hate the UK? Oh, thought you guys like the UK. What kind of British are you? And then it's the picture of Jesse, and then it's Jesse Plemons from Civil War, and it's like, I'm gonna kill you. Ooh, 4. Are you English? Are you Scottish? Are you Welsh? Or are you Northern Irish is what I'm asking. I'm not asking if you're white or not, like Jesse Plemons is in Civil War. I'm just asking you. I'm just asking you, like, where in the UK? Probably English, to be honest. I think it's a fair assumption, but I think, you know. Oh. I don't know. What does X do here? Oh! No, that didn't go very well. Technically, I'm Irish. What does that mean? What does technically I'm Irish mean? You're Northern Irish? Is that true? Are you really Northern Irish? Ethnically? Oh. But you live in England. Wow, that's a bummer. But no, that's neat. That's why I was asking. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm English. Well, my dad's English. I've visited. I don't live there. You can probably tell by my pristine American accent. Y'all. Oh wait, you can just slide in. I know you could do that. I gotta lock in. If anyone was watching me for the first time today, they'd have no idea that I'm actually really good at 2D platformers. They'd have no clue. They'd have no clue. And could I blame them? Not really. Okay, to be honest, I feel like I should have gotten that one, but what would I know? God damn it. Definitely a tough one. No! I gotta go. The transvestigators will hear of your bigotry. Why would they hear of my bigotry? Isn't transvestigating people all bigoted? Isn't that the bigoted practice here? What do I have to do with this? I didn't transvestigate anyone. Alright, all I mentioned was that people were transvestigating Hitler and how that was funny. Y'all finally seeing it for what he truly is. Let's not make jokes that I'm transphobic. That is definitely a way to keep people away from the Muubody stream. Okay, let's not make this a recurring joke. To be quite honest with you, it's probably I don't know, would it be? Unless thoughts on Kirk. Honestly, I think he should have gotten more screen time in the Resident Evil games. You know, he's I think at the end of Revelations, he dies at the start of RE5, and you know, it's a little bit of a joke, but me and Kent actually we liked him. It was funny. So the first came for the Somalis, and it's not speak out because I was not a Somali. Charlie Kirk of the Turning Point USA organization. I've never heard of that guy. I don't know what you're talking about. It's like this, right? No, it's the opposite. Get back here. Uh-oh. Fuck. We're the type of guy to purchase Charlie Kirk frozen poo yogurt. You're weird. You know that? Anyone ever told you that? You're strange. What the fuck are you talking about? Alright, I gotta delete your... Listen, you need to be more chill. Okay? That one was weird and strange. You are weird and strange, but that one was especially weird and strange. Alright, please try and keep the stream normal enough so that someone could tune in and be like, oh, wow, what a cool stream with cool people. And not a stream in which someone would tune in and then think I was homophobic and or transphobic and or eating whatever the fuck poop yogurt would be. Life is strange. It's the people that make life strange, you know, Mr. Sketchy. I'm sorry. Uh-huh. Fuck. I don't even know how to do this one. I don't even know how to make the jump. I just make it sometimes. I've never fucking seen that. I don't know what you're talking about. You gotta know you sound insane to someone who's not on Instagram like you are. And that's me. I'm not on Instagram ever. I follow Leo Lodestar on Instagram, and I use it when I forget his name, and I've gotta find out who Leo Lodestar is again. It's so fucking funny. Whatever you say. Go! No! This game is remarkably tough. This game is tough for a sickening reason. I don't know if I'm beating this on stream. Listen, I'm just gonna call it here. I don't think this is happening, gang. Do not look forward to more Windswept streams because it's not happening. Alright, this shit is remarkably difficult. Ugh. Someone have mercy on my soul. I'm washed. I haven't played a fucking 2D platformer in 40 years. All I've been playing are normie games like Yakuza. You know? No! Please have mercy on my poor emaciated soul. I am not emaciated, my soul is. Gotta clean that up. Fuck. I'm beginning to think the developer of this game might be a psychopath. Apparently, he is a streamer, and like his gimmick, as it were, is that he like. Fuck you! Is that he does things on like a DDR pad, And so it's like he's used to doing a bunch of fucking tomfoolery. Maybe I'm just ass. Have I considered that? Maybe I'm just not very good. Alright, what if I lock in just really quickly? Nope, it doesn't matter anyways. And my mom and sister went to go see the back rooms the other day. And my mom did not enjoy it. And that's all I have to say about it, because I didn't go with them. I wanted to play video games, I think. Okay, man. Why are you putting only some of the platforms back? Because if I'm using the platforms to get back to where I was previously... No! I really wanted that C. Okay. Then we jump, and then we pogo. There's a fucking B! There's a fucking B right there, man. I have to squeeze in that little gap to the right of the B. Ugh. I'm having a hard time. I'm having a really hard time. What happened to being good at these kinds of games, huh? I'm just a faker. Oh! Fuck you! Fuck you and your big ass fucking vine hitbox, dude! Oh, I have a vine, but I need it to be harder. I'm gonna put a bunch of fucking spikes in it, and each of those spikes is gonna have a hitbox the size of Rhode Island. It's actually very small, but in terms of relative size. I know that there was a death battle that came out between Chainsaw Man and the guy from JJK. As someone who has not seen JJK and tried reading a little bit of it, and it didn't think it was that awesome sauce. Oh, fuck you! I'm very glad Denji won, apparently. People are, of course, upset, but people are always upset. You know? I feel like Death Battles is one of the... You know, people talk about, like, great American mythos. You know? Fuck you! There are things that, like, you as an American had to have experienced growing up. And it feels to me like Death Battle is like the internet equivalent of that. Like, you definitely experienced Death Battle, but I haven't. I just never really got into it. Imagine at the end there's like a gun and you can kill the creator of this game. But let's not get too crazy with talking about the creator, because the reason... Oh, that's right, you just came in. This game got canceled because there are accessibility features in this game. There's a cheat code. Lets you do fucking whatever you want. And you can use it to get achievements in this game. It's supposed to be for disabled people, but you can just use it. Because, I mean, what the fuck else? What are they gonna do? They're gonna be like, are you disabled? Show me your license tag. And then the creator was like, someone left a bad review on the game, and the creator was like, I'll take. And then people were like, you're actually really immature for responding to this. So the creator does seem to respond to things, so let's not be too crazy. Deep DMs, this better be the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's just Charlie Kirk frozen yogurt. Yeah. I don't really eat froyo, so I don't know. I'm not a big froyo guy. I used to be like a big froyo. I was a froyo kid, I guess you could say. I was never a froyo man. But you know, I enjoyed it. But anyways, no, the developer does respond to criticism. It's something that they do. Dude, I'm gonna get my fucking ass kicked by this game. So guys, what game am I pivoting to after I beat this level? What game are we pivoting to, huh? I was thinking maybe some Fire Emblem Conquest, some Nier Automata, some Hi-Fi Rush. What are we thinking, gang? I could play some Resident Evil 8 DLC. I don't really want to do that. I just played Resident Evil 8 3 streams in a row. I wanted to leave a little bit of a breather, but you know, at this point, fuck it. Fuck you! A big black screen. You know, I don't even say anything. It's just a black screen. Would you guys watch that? What if it had like an anime girl ASMR playing over it? Huh? How do we feel about that one? I've been watching an anime recently. I say recently. For the past couple nights, I've been watching Recovery of an MMO Junkie. It's pretty aight. Fuck you, and I hope you and your entire family dies a gruesome death, and your hive is filled with raid, and that all of the ants die, and the ones that don't get fucking cancer in their balls. I don't even know if ants have balls. Just gonna talk about something, and normally, whenever I'm like, oh, I was gonna say something, and then I choose not to, normally I say it anyways. But this one's actually like, I can't say it. Not because it's anything like serious, but it's because it concerns like a friend and their personal business. You know, and it's business I don't feel comfortable ripping. And that says a lot for the business. Imagine if you did that and the channel got famous because of anime ASMR. I'd be upset, I think, a little bit. I'd have to rebrand, do something else. You know what I mean? Because on one hand, I'm not gonna like give that up. If I get money from fucking doing anime ASMR, then fuck it, you know. But you know, the stream, while you know a vehicle for me to make $1 million and never work a real job in my life, a vessel for that. It's also just a way for me to chill out and play video games I like. So I'd have to find something else. Notably, video games I like does not include this game. This game is cringe and pretty difficult. I hope for the worst for that bee and his little bee family and for everyone involved. That bee too. I imagine they're brothers. I want them shot and killed. Let's see. Off stream, I tried playing a little bit more Resident Evil. So here's the thing about Resident Evil. The only mainline things I have left are to beat Resident Evil 6 with Kenta, which will take like a million years. Beat the Resident Evil 8 DLC, and then purchase Resident Evil 9 for $70, and then beat that. And that's kind of a lot, right? That's kind of like a, oh, you know what I mean? So got to go on my own terms this time. So I wanted to play another Resident Evil game. So I tried doing one on the Wii. Alright, they released 2 games, Dark Side Chronicles and Umbrella Chronicles. And it's like, if you've ever been to an arcade machine and you have the ticket, or you have like the tokens or whatever, and you can use them for a ticket game, or you can use them for a fun game. And you do the shooter game and it give you no tickets, but you had fun because you were with your friend. Yeah, it's like that, but like a console game. And you might be thinking, well, that's a little peculiar, but it seems interesting. I was thinking the same thing. And so I do that, and let me tell you what, that game is mid as fuck. It is not fun, it is not interesting. 2/3 of the game are just a recap of Resident Evil games that I played less than 2 months ago. And then there is a third of the game that I do enjoy and think is interesting, but it's not. The gameplay itself is also shit and blame. I don't know, there's something about like a point and click, because it's meant to be played with the Wii Zapper. If you don't know what that is, Don't be alarmed. I didn't either. It's a Wii gun. They made a fake gun. Ooh. You can't round your points up. That is distressing. It is a little fucked up. Thank you very much, Maria, for Demon Cookman. It's fucked up that they're lying to you like that. I'm sorry to hear that. But no. I can't. I still can't believe Maria said that Resident Evil is normie slob, but is playing Yakuza. You know, it's like the... Man. Fuck me! What do I do now? Hey, what? I'm just thinking out loud. I'm just thinking out loud. You reminded me. Alright? It's true, you did say these things. Fuck! Yakuza only really picked up traction with Yakuza 0. So, the Resident Evil games I've been playing are like the niche ones that most people don't play. Do you think a normal person knows what the fucking emulator is? Ooh, but no. The thing is, alright, so the thing about the arcade Wii game is that I had to set up my mouse and keyboard in a really specific way to emulate the pointing of a Wii remote. And I felt really proud about doing it. But the game is ass. The game is actually like really bad, and I don't want to play it again. The problem is that it has a direct sequel that is canon as far as I'm aware. And I don't really want to play that one, but I don't know what else I'm gonna do. Man, it's so hard to be me. It's so hard. My life is so difficult. Please! The agony of it all. Oh! The One Piece is real! Oh, I did it. Oh, finally. Okay. Thank heavens. Oh, that's fine. I better respawn there. Gotcha. I understand exactly what I have to do. Alright, not too hard. Okay, they despawn when you're not looking. They respawn, but only when you're like, when they're not on screen. Which I think is cringe and a little annoying, but whatever. Oh. What do I do? Because that looks like the checkpoint right there. But that would imply that that's the right way that I need to go. Uh-oh. We're reaching Celeste territory. Where the hardest part of... What's down here? Fucking Christ. Where the hardest part about a game isn't the actual execution of what I'm doing, but rather understanding where to go. Now in Celeste, they solved this by smashing you with a pair of binoculars. What the fuck do you mean solve the... Okay. Oh, I know exactly what you need to do. Yeah, I'm a genius. That's what they call me. Oh fuck. Personally, wouldn't particularly agree with that placement, but what would I know? And I've forgotten how to do it. It's true, I've forgotten. Freebie! Yeah, I gotta get out of here. I'm struggling. Press the wrong button. Press the wrong button. And then when I press the right button, because I had pressed the wrong button previously, it put me into movement, in which when I pressed the right button, it made me lunge forwards. What do people get out of this? You know, what do people get out of making games like this? This cruelty, the inhumanity of it all. Like a inhuman monster. It's like Monsters Inc., where they gotta make humans feel like fear, like be upset, or like scream. You know? Well, I can't do anything like that, so. Note to self: go for the checkpoint first. You can come back later, and you won't need to go through all of this again. Hey, muted. I don't know the Hozier song. I don't know the Hozier song. People play games like this, when you complete it, you get a massive sense of relief. Hug. Yeah, but I didn't think it would be this hard. I didn't think it would be this hard when I went into it. I heard people compare it to Celeste, but people compare fucking every 2D platformer to Celeste. So it's kind of like hearing something be called the Dark Souls. Like Cuphead was not that difficult. I think I played it and I beat it pretty easily on stream. I'd say this is probably harder than Cuphead. But Celeste is, well, I guess looking back, Celeste wasn't that bad. When I think of I guess when I go back and I think of difficulty in Celeste, I think of the modded maps more than the regular ones, but there are a couple in there that are pretty horrific. Okay. Can I like... There it is. All right. We're gonna switch. Okay, well, at least I have a concept of what I'm doing. Okay, not that much of a concept about what I'm doing. Is it based on how I face? Fuck you. Fuck this. Are good. I'm gotta sit up. I gotta sit up straight. I've been leaning back in resignation and defeat, but I'll stand up straight. Wrong way. I need to gear up first. Alright, I'm geared up. That was an accident. But whatever. So was that. I think I need to be grabbed by the duck and then be able to do the duck jump when I touch that bee and I'm not doing it. Turn, jump. I shouldn't have done that. That was so greedy. That was so greedy, man. Am I a cow or a fucking greedy pig? Come on. That was a fucking stupid and bad idea, and I knew not to do it, and I did it anyways because it's just muscle memory. Should have just jumped there. That wasn't that bad of a jump. In fact, launching myself higher than I needed to be is what killed me. Do this, normal jump. So if I go down there. Alright, so as I was saying, if I get back to where I was. Well, that was certainly something. Turtle? Turtle. No. No. Jump. Switch. It's been an hour and a half, dude. It's been an hour and a half, and I've gotten past level 3? It's been an hour and a half, and I've gotten past level 3. Why? Why? Why is it so hard? I thought this would be easy when I bought it. It was gonna be quick, in and out. I looked on howlongtobeat.com. It said this game would take 12 hours to beat. Who the fuck is taking... Whatever. What's up, Jiggle? Welcome back to the stream. How are you doing? Did you finish your queer fight? Is this a bad time? I'm just having a hard moment. Okay. For being real with one another each other. If I can, where am I? Where am I going? I went the wrong way. Thank you very much, little boy, for playing a song on stream. Let me get to that. Just real quick. Ooh, fucked it. 'Cause I don't know what I'm doing. Options, audio, music down to 0%. There's gotta be just a button that mutes music entirely. No, I gotta. Oh, this is the master. No, that's chill. I didn't even want it. I didn't even want the ability to just nuzzle it on and off. That would be stupid, and I'd be a stupid person for wanting that. The fall. Garyon battle theme time signature visualizer. Alright, fuck it, we ball, right? I gotta just assume that I can jump through that hoop. I have to, because if I try to roll, that won't work. And if I try and double jump, it'll be too high. I just have to assume. Right? Yeah. Double jumping would be way too high for this. So I just gotta thread the fucking needle. And then double back, and then press the wrong button. Pressing the wrong button is actually mandatory for that tech. It's called the reset tech. It's where you fucking die. Sleep token reference. Please! Thank you very much.
Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sketchy, for redeeming play a song on stream. Craziest part is I wasn't even hearing the music in my head for this game until right now. Like, I feel like I just forgot what the track was, and now it feels like I'm hearing it again for the first time. Now watch this. So when I said watch this, I was actually referring to this. I know it can be a little vague, but try to keep up, people, okay? Alright, the stream requires a patience and a belief in God, that everything will be okay. Those are mandatory for this stream. You can't be in the stream without it, so. I don't walk right now and I'm using your stream to make me look busy. Screenager, who's really popular and texting a lot of people. Oh, Screenager, that's a good one. Did you come up with that, or is that like one of the new phrases? No, that's totally fair. Oh my god! You know, I remember I used to do that. Pretend like I'm busy. It'd be a pain in the ass. I'd message people. It's been a phrase. It's not true. That's not true. You might have heard it. You might have heard it because you're Gen Alpha, but not me. Not me. No, sir. I use a re-upload because the first one has a fuck ton of build-up. I appreciate you doing it. It's although it seems it worked against you, which I'm very sorry to hear. No! No! I was just dilly-dallying. I just wanted to be funny. I just wanted to be funny. Why do I need to be sent all the way back? I'm literally turning 18 in a few weeks. I'm a grown man. Listen, I've been 18, so it's crazy to me. How far does Gen Z go? I kind of assumed everyone younger than me was Gen Alpha, but I suppose that may not be the case. Where's the dividing line? Because everyone older than me is a millennial and everyone younger than me is Gen Alpha, even by a couple years. Okay, Gramps, the youngest Gen Z is 2011. Nope. Nope, that's not true. Listen, I am not gonna accept someone born in 2011 as a compatriot of my age. Okay, that's not happening. you bumped that year number back. All right, the concept of me and then someone born in 2011 being in the same kind of cohort is crazy to me. Oh fuck. Well, that's not great. Search it up. I'm busy right now, doing the most important thing I'll ever do in my entire life. Beat this level of Windswept. I'm sorry, I can't do it. It's literally not possible. I can't look it up. If I did, I'd be relinquishing everything I believed in. Where the fuck do I go from here? That is the end, by the way. For those of you just tuning in and not having seen the end at any point because I've been so far away, that was the end. I died at the very end, so. Real pleasure. Alright, one more run. One more run and then I'll look it up. Oh, Elbozo. You're an Elbozo! You're turning 18 in a few weeks. Alright. 2013? If you're 2013, you're what, in middle school? 2013? Oh, 2012. Okay. 2012. That's still insane to me. 2013 is like turning 13 this year. You know, that's literally you. Oh, what the fan fiction? What does this have to do with Gen Z? I look up Gen Z and they're talking about fan fiction and K-pop. What in the world? It's Matthew Dumbo. They got fanfics, they got K-pop, they got Naruto on their fucking Wikipedia. I just, conceptually speaking, the idea of K-pop being, well, I guess, I don't know. I do take pride in not being literally the most normal person ever. So I guess there are a bunch of Gen Zers out there listening to BTS. Fanfiction sounds reasonable. I think fanfiction has been a pastime of my people. I believe that one. Alright. Oh, it doesn't work this time? Oh, it doesn't work this time? It worked last time. It didn't work this time? It is weird to have the societal trends of the people in my age bracket take up a Wikipedia page, but I don't know. I've never looked it up before. What do I do? Oh, fuck yeah. No! You, though, that fucking cocksucker. That's the cloud. You need the cloud for the full completion. You need the cloud for the full completion. Heavily debated online. Yeah, because no one wants to beat Gen Alpha. No one wants to beat Gen Alpha because Gen Alpha's whole thing is like, yo, I'm Gen Alpha. I read, Coco Melon. You know what I mean? We as a people have been making fun of Gen Alpha for a long time, and I think it's funny, and I think I'll continue to do it, personally. I think it's just, I don't know. There's just something pretty funny about maybe in like 10 years, if I'm ever arguing with like a child, I can pull up the Coco Melon, and it'll trigger them like a sleeper agent. Great time to be guaranteed Gen Z. Not like you know. Not like you know. You wouldn't know that because it doesn't apply to you. Great time to be guaranteed Gen Z for me. 2008, you're younger than my little sister. You're younger than my little sister. Alright, you're not Gen Z. That's not how that works. Anyone who is younger than my little sister, you're wrapped into Gen Alpha. Sorry. She's borderline. Oh, that's weird. The internet's a strange place. If anything, I can argue that you're more near a millennial. Don't even joke, lass. Don't even joke. Listen, it's all fun and games here, but let's not tell lies about one another. I'm nowhere close to being a millennial. Alright, I'm not out here ordering avocado toast. Millennials are grown people. Millennials have children. Do you understand that conceptually, that millennials are having children? Alright, how the hell does that apply to me? Can you imagine me having a child? I'd be like, ugh, I don't want to take care of this kid. I gotta stream. Fuck. Ain't you in your 20s? I'm literally 21. I'm at the prime of my life right now. This is literally the prime of life. People will go back and they'll be like, wow, I wonder what I was doing at 21. And when I go back and think that, I'll be like, yeah, I've been playing video games. It was awesome. '20s is still 20s. You're literally a minor. You're literally, you know what, you know who else are minors? Gen Alpha. Alright, you know who else is in mandatory education right now? Gen Alpha. You know? I bet you had to go to class on a screen. Yeah, I know, I happen to know a group of people that did that. Oh, Generation Alpha? Born in stupidly 2005. Doesn't apply to me. Doesn't apply to me. I wasn't born in 2005. You don't know my age. You don't know my age. You can't calc the math. Someone doesn't know my birthday. I celebrate my birthday every year, and yet you don't know. And to be honest, that's hurtful. Alright, I make no secret of it. Wow. You know, what is it? That Gen Alpha brain rot's getting to you. Okay, then when's my birthday? Touche. Touche. Do you know what touche means? It's French. Not like you know. Not like you would know that. You know, they got rid of languages. They teach you what the brain rots are in school now. Yeah. Oh fuck. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. You know, you got the crocodile and the coffee, and then the girl coffee, and the baseball bat. And those are the core four. I actually don't know any more than that. Which I assume there are more? I guess I've kind of always assumed there are more. But I guess there don't need to be. Curses. The teachers at my new school is actually encouraging using ChatGPT. Yeah, so are mine. Welcome to the club. You're gonna get to college and be like, finally, I'm in a place of upper echelon in learning, and everyone here will be totally normal about the use of ChatGPT, and they won't tell us to use it because it would undermine our degrees. And you're gonna get there and they're gonna be like, use ChatGPT to make a resume and tell me if you'd use this in real life. Alright, it's coming. It's already here. It's already here. I was a real assignment I had to do. Admittedly, it was like a filler class. No shade to the professor, she was great, but it was like a fake class. It was like, when you have an interview, make sure you wear black socks and business professional. And you're like, okay. So, it wasn't like a real one. It wasn't a real class. ChatGPT doesn't help with my degree. For some reason, despite being a computer, ChatGPT does not know how to do accounting, which is great for my career aspects, but is bad in the sense that homework is kind of difficult sometimes, and I'd love a little bit of help. And then ChatGPT's like, what if you just did tax fraud? And you're like, no, ChatGPT, tax fraud is not an option. It's like, oh. It doesn't help that, what is it? Google is ass now. It is like hot garbage. To the point where it's like, fuck, I actually gotta ask ChatGPT my question that I would have just used Google for, because Google is just not helpful like it used to be. Are you talking about cappuccino, ballerino, tung tung sahir, tralalero, tralala, and barbardino, crocodilo? Google is literally using AI for the answers now. It's so bad. I don't know if you saw that, but what is it? On Twitter, people posted pictures of like if you looked up the word disregard, it wouldn't take you to the definition of the word disregard. It would, the Google AI would be like, okay, just let me know when you're ready to begin again. Which is incredibly funny other than the fact that Google used to be good. There was a period in my lifetime, I don't know about yours, because once again, you know, Gen Alpha, where like, if you wanted to know something, you could just look it up. And you would find the answer. Alright, you used to just be able to do that. How many things do I have? I don't think it matters. Search up the word tsundere. I made the switch to Firefox. It's like night and day between Chrome. I've been a Firefox user. Tsundere. Oh, hold on. Do I need to go into, I don't have Chrome installed. Yeah. I have a plugin that just doesn't use the AI. Google's still bad, but let me send you the screenshot. Okay. But no, I'm a big Firefox user. I know a guy uses WaterFox. That's cool too, I guess. I don't know. Frankly, the thing about a browser is that I've been using Firefox for so long that it's like, I don't really know if I want to make the switch. I should not have done that. That's stupid. I need to go for the cloud and nothing else. I did it! You're a tsundere. Oh, okay. Back to the Firefox taskbar we go. Dude, shout out Static P. Ew. 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 They got the AI gone with disregard. That is so gross. Does it do it for all of these? Is tsundere a brat? No, it's just tsundere. Oh my god. No, it's some of them. Why? Probably because Yandere has the murder one. But no, tsundere does work. What are the other ones? Okay, so it's I think it's all of them except Yandere. Hold on, I gotta hop onto the Dere types wiki real quick. Dondere. What the fuck is a Dondere? I don't even know Dondere. Okay, so it does work for all of them except for the ones that kill you. Good to know. What the fuck is a Sunao Cool? That's a character. No, I've seen that. I've seen this anime. I saw this one. What is this called? Devil of New Testament. My sister is the Devil of New Testament. Hold on, this is inappropriate. I can't show this on stream. Listen, as it works for every single adult, I can watch inappropriate things when I'm a child, but other children actually cannot do that. Testament of New Sister Devil is what I'm looking for, yeah. Yeah. I, as a child, was mature enough to handle inappropriate topics, but everyone else is actually, they're all babies. So you can't see that one. It would actually be bad for me to put it on stream. It would actually be bad for me to put it on stream. It is. It is remarkably inappropriate. Death Slam! Alright, Death Slam did not work. Oh. That was... Oh. Oh. Stupid dinosaur going on about some stupid maturity spell. Spiel. Spiel? What the hell is a spiel? Well, I got one of them. But no, I was just joking about that. Cause that's a pretty big, I don't know. The thing is, as a concept, it's like, as a concept it's easy to make fun of it because inherently, yeah, right? There is this weird double standard that, you know, when I was a kid, it was fine for me to see inappropriate things, but now that there are other children, they're not advanced enough to do it. But also, I do think that just kids these days are losing it a little more. They're not as smart as they used to be. No offense or anything. But like, there are more and more kids being, tech illiterate. And I can't imagine being tech illiterate, right? It was kind of the given, at least when I was younger, that it was like, oh, you know, if you were the kid, you knew the computer, right? The old people did not know the computer and the new people do know the computer. But now I feel as though maybe it's just not as strong as it used to be. Like late Gen Z and second Gen, yeah, like you get it. And so like, you know, I think probably this is just a fucking, what the hell? What the hell? Alright, well I'm already dead, so let's use this. I blame it on COVID and AI slop, I believe it. Alright. No! Oh. No! I wanted that, you piece of shit. Alright, let's restart from the checkpoint. No, let's not restart from the checkpoint, let's restart stage. I do think that's a big part of it. You know, you just don't need to think as hard as you used to be able to think. And the problem is, right, it's gonna get older people eventually too. Like, I'll be troubleshooting issues I have. And it'll be so bad. Or Google will be like so horrific that I have to ask fucking ChatGPT or else I'm not gonna get an answer. You know, like that should not ever be happening. Truly, it shouldn't be. You know, it's Google. I should be able to look up the answer to the question that I need. But because they fucked up their search engine so bad, like the only thing, what's the only thing to do now? You type Reddit at the end, and even then it's not very helpful because Redditors are not that smart. All right, they think they are, but they're definitely not. Like, it is so annoying. You can truly see how fucking dumb Redditors get when, you know, what I do regularly before I play a game, usually on stream, is if you can play it with both keyboard and mouse, I'll look up, is this a keyboard game or is this a mouse game? Because yeah, technically speaking, you could play probably Destiny 2 on a controller. I know someone who does that, but Destiny 2 is a mouse game, I think, pretty comfortably. And then people on Reddit are always like, holy, what the fuck? People on Reddit are always like, you can play it on both. It's like, yeah, dumbass, I know that one. I'm asking which one it's better on. Okay, I saw a bee pop up. Okay, turns out he killed himself. I heard some schools are gonna have a strict no technology rule, like textbook and paper, no school laptops. I think that's for the best, personally. Even giving kids access to any of it invites cheating, right? And I think for me at least, it is easier to learn if I take physical notes rather than digital notes. I think it's a good thing. I think it's smart. The problem is you're gonna have parents that don't want to do that. right? Because the reason kids have phones in school, other than the fact that they want them and everybody else has phones, is because parents need to be able to call their children at school in case of an emergency. And probably like 10 years ago, you could be like, oh yeah, what emergency? But especially in the year of our Lord 2026, schools are being shot up. That is a thing that does happen. And the concept of telling a parent, hey, you're not going to be able to call your child because they shouldn't have phones at school is probably not going to go down very well. And to be honest, I get that. Because what if you need to call your kid? You're not taking away my kid's phone, motherfucker. Alright? It's for the best, but I feel like we've gone too far to be like this. Yeah, it sucks. Because it used to be, I remember, in elementary school, back when I was about your age, there was this BYOT, bring your own technology, and it was for like the reach classes. And so it'd be like a privilege, and we'd use like Gizmodo or Edmodo or whatever the fuck it's called. And they'd be like, whoa. And we'd use the technology to get answers from everyone without like it being disruptive and to like group it all together. And you could really, I didn't tell at the moment, but looking back on it now, you can really understand why they had done it. Like it really felt like, oh, okay, this is what the advancement in technology is about, right? This is what this has all been for. Get back here! And now it's all gone because, you know, and the thing is, cheating's not that big of a deal. It's just the kids aren't learning. They aren't. They just don't know how. I mean, it happens even now. Sometimes I'll forget to do it. People don't want to think anymore. Nobody wants to do it. I sent my friend a video. I sent my friend a video of it was a basketball thing, and it was talking about why people did not like the OKC Thunder, which is a basketball team. All right, there we go. And the reason why, oh fuck, that is so bad, dude. You've got to be fucking with me. I really want that comment. I'm the one who forgot to fucking think. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, okay. If I can get this guy back, I'll at least have a fucking chance about it. But he was like, oh, I don't know the names of the people. I don't know the names of the people. I don't know who the OKC Thunder are. And I was like, it's in the video. You know, he just didn't really want to think about it. He just didn't want to do it. I also feel like the purpose of tests and grades have gone too far from their intended purpose. I agree. It's pretty bad, at least in my college. You know, I'm a grown man. Let me be clear. But in the grand scheme of things, right? I'm pretty young. In the grand scheme of things, I'm pretty young, right? I would hesitate to call myself like a real, true blue, genuine adult. And the reason I'm saying this right now is because personally, the exams at my college are designed to be so difficult, you know, to weed people out, to make sure that the degree stays prestigious, and people are committing suicide during exam season. It happens every exam season. You know, you hear about the suicides. All the staff emails have the little mental health hotline at the bottom. Like, during exam season, people are killing themselves for this degree because school is all they've ever known. They're taking these tests that are designed to fail them, and they just can't handle it. And so, truly, you're putting so much on an exam when in reality, like, I'm an accounting major. The thing about accounting is that you're not going to be locked in a room for 4 hours. You're not going to be locked in a windowless room for 4 hours and told to do everything, right? So this test doesn't even represent what you're going to have to do in the real world. So what are we doing here? What's the point? Other than fucking trimming it down. I think, you know, I think it's absurd. Right? Because those are to figure out what a kid's struggling with and how to help them with. But now it's a whole competition that defines who you are. Yeah. You know, tests aren't a metric as how to help kids anymore. It's a metric of It's also because of just how schools are sectioned. It's like, oh, the kids need to be able to do this. They need to know all of this by this given time frame, right? They need to be able to pass this test on it. You know, conceptually speaking, it's very simple and you think it's correct, but it's not. Because of school, because of, you know, just how it is, you know, this is the kid's whole identity. This is what they do. And it sucks. Social pressure for this is also hurtful and toxic. 100%. It is horrific. It is so bad. You know? And like, I still remember it back when I don't know if it's still for you, but it was like this for me. It was cool to like be, whoa. Does this go forever? It was cool to like not try or to not be putting the effort in and to not be very smart. It was kind of the cool thing to do there. And on one hand, right, I think it was a little damaging because you could never get the help you needed, right? You could never be like, you could never go to the smart person in class and be like, hey, how do you study for this? Because it'd be like, oh, you know, I just study beforehand. They never want to talk about how they studied. They never want to be smart. They never want to act smart, even though they clearly care about it. But also, you had these people railing against this idea of anti-intellectualism in the classroom because, you know, it was I think a lot of teachers and a lot of, you know, people in the education sphere, they couldn't stand the fact that children would be deprioritizing tests. And so on one hand, you have this, oh fuck, you have this kind of weird culture that's developing in school where kids don't want to do good on exams anymore, and these exams aren't even good for them to do anymore. But also, for all the people that want to be doing exams, or not, they don't want to be doing exams, but all the ones that want to be doing the best on exams, it's not helping them either. It just sucks. It just sucks. It's the whole thing. It's all down the wash. All right. Holy fucking shit! What the hell was that? It all needs to be forgotten. We gotta give up. It's over. No, this one. If I do this, yes. Oh, that's gonna be a pain in the ass. My data is acting up. Alright, I understand. Oh, fuck. Thank you very much for watching the stream. Be safe out on your walk. No, it's still sunlight for you. I forget that you're in the same time zone as me, but you know. Be responsible. Be safe. Don't enter the candy van? Is that what the people are, is that what the parents still talk about? Don't enter a stranger's candy van? That's something that people are doing. No, don't go. Ring my bell. Ring my bell. Didn't catch some of the stuff you said, but totally agree. Real. Ring my bell. Fuck, that was funny. Why am I bad at this? I gotta calm down. I got a hoodie on, it's heating me up. Never seen a candy van? Me neither, but I guess it's a good thing. Cause it probably works. You know, I was thinking about it. Like, the whole concept of Uber is getting into another person's car. It's kind of scary. Like, I've taken an Uber a couple times in my life. It's kind of freaky. It's like, damn, I'm going to this person's car. I sure hope they're not secretly trying to kill me. You know, I really hope not. I don't know. I don't Uber that often. I don't DoorDash that often. I think I DoorDashed a couple times, and I was a little worried. I was like, what if they hate me and they spit in my food? And it's like, well, they probably won't do that. But what if they do? I was like, what if they do? I don't know. What is it? It's like the concept of a low trust society type of thing. We'll flip here. Alright, that didn't go very well, and I didn't want to be here either. I've only taken an Uber like a handful of times. Yeah, me too. I don't really Uber that often. Usually I drive, but when have I Ubered? I Ubered when I didn't have my car. I guess. That's really the only circumstance on where I Ubered. So I Ubered while I was in Philadelphia. I Ubered while I was... oh, fuck. I Ubered while I was in Florida with my family. But I've never, like, taken... No, I took a... sometimes I'll take a Lyft. When I don't want to, like, wait a whole hour. Or... when I don't want to wait a whole hour for the bus to come back, and I want to get to my apartment, sometimes I'll take like a Lyft, which is grossly negligent in terms of economic, but you know, it just is what it is. The school called an Uber for my little mini trip for the DMV. Really? That's money. I think my school probably would have told us to go die. That's not true. That's not true. Maybe. I don't know. I hate all of them. They're still... I went to the graduation a couple weeks ago. I think it was a couple weeks ago. I hope so. Fuck! And... what was it? They keep bringing up COVID. Now, not to be that guy. But... coronavirus was 6 years ago. No one currently in high school... I hope no one currently in high school experienced high school coronavirus. Because it just doesn't seem realistic. You know? Like, you should have been in middle school. So you figured all that out then, and by the time you got to high school, it was over. Alright, hold on, I gotta lock in here. God fucking damn it, I didn't think it would get me. It's an alternative school, so the DOE gives them a lot of funding to keep the troubled kids in school, which is why I'm going to Six Flags for free on Friday. Yeah, that's what I thought. You were like, the thing is, mine was fucking first year of high school. So anyone younger than me did not experience it in high school. You know? Maybe the year after. So maybe the kids that were in 8th grade while I was a freshman. But I think we're giving the children fucking coronavirus honors that they didn't earn. Okay, I don't know if coronavirus really affected the high school curricular learning experience. Considering how... oh, I thought you could just kill the bee. Where the fuck am I? Holy shit, am I all the way back here? Class of 2020 and 2021 real bitter. Oh yeah, I'd be pissed. Well, personally, I wouldn't be pissed. I don't want to be here. I was gonna do that. I don't want to be alive, but this is not that serious. I can just leave. I don't know. I mean, high school graduation is cool, but as someone who, I don't know, I'd like to think I peaked outside of high school. Meh. Meh. It's alright. It's alright. Like, it was neat. Like, obviously I was glad to graduate in high school, but you know, I had 2 cousins in 2020 for elementary and high school. That's a sharp difference. That is a large difference in school year. You're literally sitting in your mom's house streaming video games? Yeah. What's wrong with that? Alright, life doesn't need to be this holier than thou quest where every second of your waking day needs to be spent striving for a job. I know this is a consumerist society, but I mean, You know, I don't define myself by my employment status. I don't define myself by my education status. I define it by me, and no one else in the world really matters as much as I do. You know, no offense, of course. But truly, I think defining yourself by the standards of other people and by traditional success is not only inherently outdated, but is also a good way to kind of hurt yourself emotionally. When really you shouldn't have to. So yeah. I'm in my mom's house streaming video games. Pretty cool. Hi, sorry, interacting with the dog. Ooh. Yeah, sorry, you should have spent that amount increasing your social human capital. What were you talking about? You'll never know. You wasted the time interacting with the dog, and you'll never get that part of your life back, ever. All right, you weren't raising your social human capital, and so you don't matter. All right, you will be replaced by people who were better at increasing their social capital than you, and you will fall by the wayside because you purposely chose to not optimize the amount of time that you spent during your life. All right, you should have been working. You should have been in school. All right, you should be conforming to what society wants you to do instead of doing your own thing and having a good time about it. All right, I think it's a very stupid way. I think it's very stupid to think this way. No offense. But low-key, just be doing what you want to do. And things will work out, hopefully. You gotta make things work out, obviously, but... You know, if things work out, then things work out. Right? I'm in a, all I hear is yipping yapping. You're gonna come to the same conclusion I have, or you're gonna die. Alright? What you don't understand is that I'm wise beyond my years. If you're gonna sit here and define yourself to the expectations that the world has for you and that society has for you, and you're gonna do your best to fulfill those expectations, not because they fulfill you as an individual, but because that's what you've been trained to do since you were a child, you will die. Alright? It will be emotional, it will be physical, but you will eventually be left with nothing that remains that resembles the you are right now. And that is a fate I would wish on my worst enemy. Can be found by a Google search ending with Reddit. It's not wrong. Alright? It's not wrong. Alright? Am I a failure of a human being because when I look at my high school diploma, I don't go, yes! Yes, I got the 4.0! I got the 4.0 in my high school diploma. Alright? Finally, I have worth in life. I'm going to one of the best schools in my state. And I'm getting one of the best degrees I can get. I'm going to get so much money. I'm going to contribute so much human capital to the world. Because here's the thing, the reason I can say this is because I fulfill these societal structures. That's why I feel so comfortable saying this. Fuck this video game, dude. All right? By every, I think, metric that a normal person would use, I think I'm frankly a success. Good grades in school, getting a good degree, I'm at a good college, I'm at a good university, I have good job prospects, I go into work this Wednesday. Alright, by I think your metric, I would be a success. Alright, but these are not the things I define myself by, because I'm more than this and I do not care. Alright, and at the end of the day, when I'm 40, I'm gonna be having a good time. I'm gonna make sure I do, just like I'm having a good time right now. Because there's this idea out in the world that is prevalated by boomers, where you can only really enjoy life after you've already sacrificed your life for like 80 years, however long retirement is. Alright? And that's a stupid way to think. That's a stupid way to live your life, and you shouldn't do it like that. Fuck. No! Alright, you're just being mean for the sake of it. I don't care. But, oh fuck, is it gonna respawn? It's not gonna respawn, thank heavens. Hold on. Woo! Let's go, baby. Bye-bye. You know, I think it's important to enjoy your life, no matter what part of it is. like, I think you should plan for the future, obviously. And I think you should work to better yourself and to be in a better position for your life so that you can enjoy it later, right? You don't want to end up doing nothing all day and relying solely on the charity of your parents, right? Because that is, god damn it. Because it's, one of all, it puts a lot of burden on your parents. And even though they did have a child, I don't think they agreed to do that much. Oh, fuck, I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. Or I could just do this. But also you need to be able to take care of yourself. You need to be ready for the worst scenario, and there's going to be a point where your parents aren't around. You got to handle that, right? But that doesn't mean you sacrifice your enjoyment of things. All right, that doesn't mean just because there's some fucking child in your fucking Twitch stream who's telling you that you're a failure, you got to give a shit. Because frankly speaking, Jiggle's never here. All right, Jiggle talks a big game, but in reality, what? She doesn't watch the streams. All right, she's never here. She comes by, she takes first a couple times, and you know, give it a week and she won't be taking first anymore. All right, to let a not even a corporeal object, all right, to let a specter, something that is so thin and so meaningless in your life, define so much of it, would be worthless. All right, so I don't know if there's anyone else here listening to it. But you don't need to let other people define you. Alright, I lied, by the way. I'm right. I'm right. Am I wrong? Have I said anything? Have I said anything? Right? To let your jibes, as it were, get to me. Like, if you knew me, maybe. Right? Like, if you knew me, if we talked on the regular, then maybe I think the words that you're saying could hold some weight. Maybe I am doing something wrong. But you don't know me. We don't. You're barely in stream. We don't hang out. We don't talk. So what am I supposed to do? I never called you a failure. You implied it. I will not engage in semantics. I will not engage in semantics with you. I won't do it. All right, maybe if I were not a man but a boy, I would. Oh man, I do. I don't know. I haven't engaged in semantics for a long time. I haven't. I just, maybe it's because I don't have time. Maybe it's because I don't value it as much. Because I used to really like arguing on the internet, and now I just like preaching on the internet, which is the same thing, but it's a one-way combo. I broke my favorite squishy. That is a shame. I hope that you can either get it fixed. I hope you can get it fixed. Maybe don't buy a new one. Maybe take this as an opportunity to, what is it? I was looking at this earlier because this is what popped up on the Twitter for this game. Let's find it. Let's find it. Hold up. Windswept. All right. This is the developer, Weatherfall. The new one is a gamble at a capsule machine. Try and fix the one that you own. I think it'd be economically optimal for you. I'm looking for the word anti-consumerism. Malicious consumerism. There we go. Right? So I was scrolling through this person's Twitter. $1 each. Well, what are your odds? Because $1 each, you have a 0.01% chance. Then that'll be a lot of money, won't it? not that I think a capsule machine would ever have such a chance. I've never used a capsule machine, actually. They had a couple at MomoCon, I just didn't use them. This person used the phrase malicious consumerism. I don't think it exists. I did not see it. But what I did see is this read about anti-consumption. And you read this and you go like, oh, these guys are a little stuffy. These guys are kind of annoying. You know, these are like the anti-work people. And this post is annoying, but there's a reason it only has 8 likes. When you actually go and you look at the Reddit page, right? Okay, that's a dog. You're not supposed to consume the dog. When you look at this, it's really about, you know, reducing the amount of waste you put out. and using everything you have to the best of your ability. And I think that's a great model to have. That's a great way to live your life if you can put in the effort for it. You know, I think it's very satisfying. Spent $3. Ooh, got some random squishies, and I don't like just gave it to some kid. Real. What the hell is this? Can I open this in a new tab? Consume. Oh, work, buy, consume, die. Yeah. I don't know. It's hard for me to have a really well-rounded idea on the concept of working. And how it's a good thing. Because I don't enjoy working very much. I don't think it's fun. Actually gonna go, phone's at 8%. Alright, you get it. Be safe. Goodbye. Oh, wait, I saw this in the trailer. Okay, well, yeah, yeah, you'd think that if I saw it in the trailer, I'd be a tad better at it, wouldn't you? Alright. But no, the thing is, I don't really enjoy work that much, but I'd like to find a job I enjoy. I enjoy doing taxes. You know, lame, cringe, I know, but I do think it's fun. I do think it's satisfying, you know? It's like one of those fucking YouTube videos. It's like the soap in those YouTube videos. I'll be honest, I didn't know this game got canceled on Twitter. Am I missing something? It was by like annoying people, so probably not. I pulled it up. Hold on. Once I arrive to wherever I am, I will pop it open. Oh, go travel, my little boat. Oh fuck. Ah, whatever. That's a bummer. I'm just gonna try and beat the game. I'm not gonna do all this hullabaloo. Let me pull it back up. I literally just had it open, for my Reddit thing. All right, let's fuck it up. Like anti-woke people? Yeah, like kind of like anti-woke people. Kind of. I don't know. The thing is, you can have an opinion on this. Obviously, it's possible. All right, so I pulled up this, you know, because I like to check the games. I like to do a once-over because I was deciding what game to play today in stream. And I saw mix, and I was like, that's weird because I remember this being anti-woke. I'm woke 2.0. The hard part about being woke is that there are a ton of people who are woke, but also super annoying. That's the hardest thing. Dude, I wish I was so ethically bankrupt that I could look at like a really annoying woman on Twitter and just start hating all women. You know, I was like that when I was younger. Yeah, no, it's super annoying on both sides. There's a little bit of wiggle room, but it depends on how far you go, right? Because I think at a point, at a point, how okay you are with the status quo of society, which is what conservatism inherently is a little detrimental. So I'd say that you could probably be more woke and a little less annoying than you could be more conservative and a little less annoying, if that makes sense. It's easier to be woke and not annoying than it is to be conservative and not annoying. At least to me, but that's because I'm too woke. I'm too woke. So I was looking at this, and that's sad. My personal secret, my personal feelings is that you gotta be a little conservative about something to really be woke. You gotta have a little bit of ground to you, because you gotta value your society and how it works somewhat, so that when you adjust norms, you can understand how it would work. You see, you gotta be a little conservative to be woke, because if you don't have like a little bit of it in you, eventually the world's gonna explode or something. You're advocating for policies that inherently, I think, need to be thought out of more. And although the ideas behind them would be good, you say it like it's a bad thing. It is a bad thing. See, you're the friend who's too woke. You gotta be a little conservative about something. All right. If you're not, you'll be swept away in the waves. You'll be lost at sea. All right. You need to have an anchor, but you can't be a rock. You can't be like a big rock and you fall all the way down to the bottom of the ocean. You need to have a buoy. You need to have a buoy keeping you afloat, but not letting you float away. But no, this is mixed. And I was like, this is weird because I remember this being overly positive. Overpriced, unfun slop. If you want achievements, just use the provided cheats and be done with it. Now, keep in mind, this game is This game is $20. But it's usually on sale. I can't remember how on sale for. Usually I think it's like $15. That's what I got it at. And the developer does encourage people to get it on sale. Right? And so this doesn't mean anything to me, frankly. 0.1 hours on record. I'm sure he's played a lot. If you want achievements, just use the provided cheats and be done with it. So this is what I saw, and I was like, this is weird. This is a strange thing, right? And so you scroll down farther. L game, thanks for nothing, 0.1. I actually had this game in my wish list, but as annoying as some users are, you don't go and say, L take, thanks for your money, and expose your unfortunate response on Twitter. So suddenly, on Twitter, all right, I'll just pull up Twitter. I'll just find out what's going on. All right, so you go here, and you scroll, and you're like, oh, when was this? This was May 15th. Scroll. 14th. Okay, so it's around here. And then Windswept posted this tweet. This review knocked us out of overwhelmingly positive, but I don't care because I'll die on this hill no matter what. This person believes that you should be able to get achievements, even if you use like the cheat functions. And personally, I think it's up to artistic vision. If you, as a developer in your game, want it to happen, then make it happen. If you, as a developer game, don't want it to happen, and you want it to be really hard, and you want it to be a struggle, then go for it. You know? I like this game. I think it's fun. I think it's overly difficult. I can understand why. I can understand them playing it and them showing it to all their friends, and their friends were like, dude, this is really hard. I can probably foresee that happening. And 612 replies. And their game got review bombed. Because once again, listen, no offense to Miscellaneous ZF, right? But I'm gonna be honest, I don't think he played the game. I do not think 0.1 hours on record is how much is that? That's 6 minutes. That's 6 minutes. I don't think he got a lot out of this, right? And they're posting in their replies, it's like, this reply is now the most found helpful reply. I think the reason why is because a lot of the people that hate this game probably didn't buy it, and they just wanted to upvote this, which is fair. I remember Skullgirls, whatever it was. I can't remember. I think there was an anime girl with a swastika on her. She had like a Nazi uniform that was like her uniform or whatever, and they got rid of it. And people were like, hey, listen, I paid for this game and I paid for that, and for you to take it from me is wrong, inherently. And a lot of people went to the Skullgirls Steam page and went, hey, listen, fuck you. You're not gonna remove shit that people paid for. And while, you know, the thing is, it's you cannot be like, I think the Nazi uniform is good, because that's bad. Because that's bad. You can't do that, right? But honestly, if you're buying a game and people are removing content from it, I think that's wrong inherently. I believe you should have the right to access all previous versions of a game, no matter what. Dudes on Steam have too much RAM. This is. You're right. 63 gigs of RAM, 16 VRAM. This is the game they're playing, by the way. But no, and inherently, and the reason I brought up the Skullgirls thing is because I agree with the people who hated Skullgirls. I think I own Skullgirls, actually. I think I do. But if someone paid for something, they should have access to all previous versions of it, unless it's like a safety risk. Are they Markiplier or something? Their games are private. I would like to know what they do. All right? So I was with the people with the Skullgirls thing, but this is kind of the opposite, where I think they're just hating for the sake of it. Try being less annoying, right? And you get all these fucking people who have actually played the game, right? 20 hours, 37. 0.3 is a little crazy. Point 3 is a little crazy. But whatever. I think you should have to play the game for at least 2 hours to review. That's what I thought you had to do. I could have sworn 2 hours was the minimum, but clearly I'm fucking wrong. But no, I just thought it was strange. I thought it was peculiar. But no, this is their thing, right? Posting negative reviews on your social media account is tacky as hell. The reply you left was even worse. Built-in cheats and you still get all the achievements if you use them. They're called assists and people who need them should be allowed to earn achievements. L take thanks for money. This is it. This is annoying. This is Twitter speak. And if someone replied like this on my DMs, I would cackle and then quote retweet them. Right? But I don't think it's this big of a deal. I don't think it's this big of a deal. Oh, this post is the reason I will never play your game. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if Edmund, Jeremy Hambley, aka the Quartering, is a cuckold with a Jewish bull. Is a fat cuckold with a Jewish bull. Okay. I don't know him. I don't know the Quartering. Like, I've heard of him. I know he's like political. I don't know what he is. I don't know what he is. Is he the guy that he's the guy that makes video essays? He's the guy that makes video essays on Victorious. He's a Nazi straight up. No, he's the guy that makes video essays on Victorious. I know him. I've seen him before. The Rise and Fall of Victorious. I know him. I've seen him. Yeah. This is him. Quartering Quentin. Probably his personal channel or something. It would be funny. Eh? It would be funny to... I don't think that's him, dude. I don't know. As someone who hasn't seen anything... as someone who hasn't seen the Quartering, it's funnier to me. It's funnier to me if I think he's the Victorious guy. But maybe. I don't know. I do think it's silly to tweet on the games account rather than the developers, but still funny as hell. I do think this language is annoying. But I think getting super mad about this is cringe as well, right? I did learn about the ignored feature from this. I did not know this. I truly did not know this, but you can ignore video games on Steam. I had no clue. I'm not gonna ignore this. This game seems neat. I'm not gonna buy it. I'll wishlist it. But you can ignore things. I don't think I've ever ignored anything. So I gotta look up furry Nazi Hitler after stream and click ignore in that game so that it ever pops up ever again. But no, it's just a bunch of annoying people. Supposedly this game took 12 hours to beat. I don't think I've beaten this on stream. Frankly speaking, it seems kind of super difficult. Hi back home. You missed it. I went through the tweets of the game dev and how this got canceled, as it were. It did get review bumped on Steam, and I think people use my problem with the internet is I think everybody uses every term a little too liberally, right? So I don't want to say the word review bump. Oh fuck! Ow! Nah, that's not good. I don't. Oh fuck! Oh, I don't want to say the word review bomb because people will be like, they review bomb my game, and it's just people who played the game not enjoying it, right? But I do think 0.1 hours in a game and then being like, this game is unfun slop. To me, it doesn't scream I played this game and this is my real genuine opinion about the gameplay. Not that I don't think you shouldn't be able to buy a game for political? Is it political to like is it political to let there be achievements or let there be a cheat mode in your game and to make it so that the cheat mode gives you achievements? I'm sure you could say that everything is political, but like I don't know, this feels like the line of like maybe, like barely, I guess. I don't know, because I don't want this to be like all art is political. Here's a picture of Shrek sucking penis, you know, or Freeran eating hamburger. You know, I don't want it to be like that, but I guess so maybe, because like accessibility and stuff. Because he says it's for accessibility, but the people are for achievement hunting. But then again, I don't know if it is for achievement hunting. I don't know what the deal is. I've got no idea. I'd have to find someone who gives more of a shit about Steam achievements than I do. And the thing is, I care about Steam achievements probably a lot more than the average person. I have to pull up my Steam profile real quick in order to prove it. Oh my god, he has a hat! Oh, you're welcome. The thing is, this game does feel woke, but that's only because it's cozy. That's only because it's cozy. That's the only reason I'm saying it. You know, it's about the same wokeness as like Stardew Valley, in which it's just a cozy game, right? But no, I think I care about Steam achievements a lot more than the average person. Go to my profile here. Right? 38% average game completion rate. That feels high. That feels high. I know 2 other people that have average game completion rate on their showcase. And it's like 20 or like 10%. So it's like pretty low. 40% per game feels like a lot, especially when it's like that's normal to like beat a game. Admittedly, my scale of normal is warped. Because I've exclusively been playing Resident Evil the past 3 months. But Resident Evil is about 40 to 50%. Not that one. That one's a non-Steam game I added. I have that on one GOG. But about 40 to 50%. Where can I see that? You'd have to go to profile. And you'd edit your profile. And then you'd get scared that you doxed yourself. And you'd look around and you realize that, no, you did not dox yourself. And then you do you do showcase manager and you do achievement showcase. If you have achievement showcase, what you can do, and this is where, oh, I gotta find fucking, this is a lot of achievements to think. Collect my pages. I don't actually own Slenderman. Would you guys be interested in watching me play that game? Does it cost money? No, it wouldn't be fun, actually. Okay, this is not the game I'm looking at. What the fuck? Is it not sold anymore? Slenderman. Pages my collect. What about this one? Okay, let's maybe go back to the game. Goodbye. Goodbye, Steam. Goodbye, Steam notifications. Adios. How many worlds are there? Lilimoke. Lilimoke. That's from Valhalla. I didn't even see that one. Did you know that when you put in Steam emotes, when they pop up in the bottom right corner, the emotes don't actually show up. It's just colon and then what the emote's tagged as. Stream can still hear you. That's lame as hell. Yeah, right? Steam mocking is the emoji I was just sent. So, bit of a bummer. It's weird. Steam is like, I don't know. I like Steam. Right? I like Steam way more than I should. Because right now, at least... Holy fucking shit! Don't send me needy_cat. But I like Steam. I'm a big fan of the fact that it works. I don't know. Are you a fan of, like, Windows? No, not really. I love the Steam emojis. They're so cute. I'm not seeing them, and neither is Stream. Please chat in the stream chat. How else will any VOD watchers know? Steam happy . But there's been a lot more hate towards Steam lately, which I guess makes sense. I think I like it more than the average guy. I think I'm a Steam bootlicker. You know? Time to sleep for the big Rhea. I hope that you sleep well and that you fix being overweight. Get it? Because you called yourself big. I'm sorry, that wasn't funny. I'm sorry. Oh, it was a little funny, but I'm sorry that was mean. Fucking sucks the recent Steam Deck increase. $300 for no... You know what the reason is. You know what the reason is. Let's be clear. Let's not act like it's crazy. All I've been hearing is Steam love. I like Steam. It's because of the RAM shit. Right? The Steam machine has increased by $300 in price. It is crazy and it's stupid. What the fuck are they supposed to do? Oh my god, I lost my fucking mind. Okay. Is this you genuinely not knowing? Or are you being so woke that you don't care? Is this you genuinely not knowing? Or are you being... Or, like, what's going on? Because you rage baited me. They really don't need to increase the price that much? I have a question for you. Do you understand what an economy of scale is? They own Steam, dude. Do you not at least think that the hardware that they ship out should be above replacement cost? Do you think they should just give it for $0? Good God. Because of this customer support, scalper prevention. Oh yeah, no, I think that part's great. They're really working on the scalper prevention. All right, this idea that Steam should pay money to build the machine and give it out for free, and then when they don't do that, it's bad, is crazy to me. It would cost them like $600 is a fucking sale. Yes, it would cost them. It would cost them money. All right. it would cost them money. It would do that. All right, I'll wait for this to save up. It would. They own Steam. So what if they own Steam? All right, you are alive. You are a human being. If I tell you to chop off your fucking finger, you have the rest of your body. You'll be perfectly fine. Don't mind the fact that you have arterial bleeding. Does that make more sense? Just say you want it for free. Oh fuck. I guess like this. I'm not big on handhelds. Okay. All right, but this idea that Steam, which is a company that doesn't do handhelds. This is not something they do. This is not their business. This is not. Oh, that sucks. You know, it's not their business. They don't have an economy of scale for it, right? This is the first time they've ever made a console, and it just so happens that the prices of creating a console have become so expensive that they need to raise their price by an absurd amount because they cannot afford to produce them otherwise. To say that, oh, you should sell your console at $0 because you can make money in another way, neglects the fact that is, I think, wrong and stupid. Isn't extremely consumer unfriendly. That's called a loss leader. I have a question for you, Maria. When you buy the new Xbox, what will you purchase for it? New Xbox games, right? Because they're Xbox games. When you buy a Steam machine or a Steam Deck, I have a question. How many more Steam games are you gonna buy because you bought the Steam Deck? A loss leader strategy only works economically if by buying the thing that is at a low price to get you in, it naturally creates more sales directly to it. People are going to buy video games regardless. I do not believe the Steam Deck measurably and accountably would increase Steam sales enough to offset the loss leader that you're trying to do. If I received a Steam Deck right now, how many Steam games do you think I would purchase from it? The answer is 0, by the way. The answer is 0. The answer is 0. I have fucking 160 games that I'm working on playing. I'm working on it. All right. What the fuck? Welcome back to the stream, Hazriel. What kind of fucking company would sell a fucking toothbrush and no toothpaste? What the fuck would that be? That would be nothing. It's kind of silly to imply every single Steam Deck buyer is going to have a library of Steam games. No, it is fucking not. No, it is fucking not. You want to know why? Because in order to buy the goddamn thing for the first fucking year, you had to have a verified Steam account, and it needed to be older than a certain age. So no, it's not silly to imply that. All right, they're doing the same thing with the controllers. All right, if I, Mr. Nintendo, say, I will give you the Switch 2. I will give you the Switch 2, but only if you own the Switch 1, and you can play all the Switch 1 games on the Switch 2. And we're not gonna make any Switch 2 games. There will be no Switch 2 games. Every single new Nintendo game will work on the Switch 1. Why the fuck would they sell that for a loss? Economically speaking, there would be no point in selling it. Because it won't increase the amount of Nintendo games that you would buy by a measurable enough amount from all the people that are buying it because it's cheap as fuck. So, anyways, what I'm saying is that I'm a bootlicker and that I should be murdered when the revolution comes. Calm down, man. What's going on? The Steam Deck, I don't know if you heard, has raised their price. I'm getting owned. I'm getting owned right now. I'm getting fucked. The Steam Deck has raised their price. I don't know if you saw it, from like, I want to say 600 to 900. So the Steam Deck is like $1,000 now, which is absurd. And I was never gonna buy it, and I'm not gonna buy it now. I can assure you that's what we'll do. You will not be doing anything. You will die in the gulag. And Maria was saying that actually it's incredibly greedy for Steam to increase their prices, and they should sell it for $0. That was the argument, as it were, that Maria had decided to believe in. I didn't say they should. What do you think they should sell it for? Because $0 is still a fucking loss, Maria. All right? You think they should lose money on the Steam machine? Then why not? Why wouldn't it cost $0? Right? Are you a fucking bootlicker? Are you a fucking bootlicker? Would you rather pay 600? You fucking loser. I'm sorry, I'm losing my mind. They would. Do you? Okay. No. Let's follow your line of reasoning. You're a fucking bootlicker. You are a fucking capitalist slop bootlicker, filthy fucking pig. All right, you love eating slop, you love buying things, okay? They could sell the fucking Steam machine for $0 fucking and still turn a profit. That is true. They could sell it for $0. And the fact that you want it for higher than $0 means you're a fucking pig, okay? That's weird. Why would they sell it for $0? Why would they sell it for $0? That would be crazy, right? It's still a loss at the end of the day. Steam makes a butt ton of money. This is true. However, in order to cover the cost of creating a fucking Steam Deck, rather than it being a fucking charity case, they need to at least have it break even at minimum. And something tells me honestly, they might be doing that. But as it stands, right, they have employees to pay, because there are people working on the Steam Deck. There are people out there who created the Steam Deck, and I think that they have earned a little bit of money, and I'd be willing to say that probably the profits of the Steam Deck go to the people that created the Steam Deck. Which in itself is equitable and is what you would want in a capitalist society, right? And be serious, dude. You be serious. Your line of logic is so fucking flawed. All right? Why should they not sell at $0? The profits aren't going to them? I believe it is. I believe it is. Steam isn't EA. Steam isn't fucking Procter & Gamble. All right? They have like what? 500 people maximum? All right? They want to profit from selling their console. It's called expandifying and diversifying business. And the reason why it is up to $900 is, one, inflation's pretty bad, and two, they don't have the economies of scale and the associations with suppliers that Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox have, right? And even those guys increase their price a shit ton. So who am I to be like, well, Steam's actually bad for doing it too? I believe, but never I know. You don't know! You don't know, right? You don't know, because it's so easy and so wise to be a fucking cynic. I don't think things will work out. Oh, actually, I believe the worst thing possible, and if you can't prove the fact that it isn't the worst thing possible, then it is the worst thing possible. All right? It's so fucking easy to be a cynic. God forbid you have faith and you have hope in things. All right? Steam is the craziest part is that Steam, by all means, is not a perfect company. You could pick a perfectly reasonable and legitimate thing to be like, I think it's fucked up that Steam sells loot crates to kids. And that's totally reasonable. That's totally fine. But you are a terrorist. You are picking the wrong thing to hate Steam about. It makes literally no sense. Just the industry works this way. Steam is more than likely no exception. Are you You believe that the marketplace. You are a terrorist to ideas. You are a terrorist to conversation. This is why you're the friend that's too woke. All right. You are a cynic. You'll never have faith in anything, and you can't draw reasonable lines. All right. Your logic does not fucking follow. All right. You are a fucking line segment. Most people's logic goes all the way down. Right. I believe that people should not be murdered unnecessarily. Right. And that goes for everyone. I don't believe in the death penalty. All the way down, right? I think that if people do wrong, they should receive justice in the court system, but it would be hard for me to be like, actually, we should kill that person, and we should put murder in the hands of a government or an extraneous body, right? I don't believe the death penalty. I don't think anyone can do it. All right? Are there some people out there that maybe I would like dead? Maybe. But I don't believe that there is a system out there that could provide such a thing. And I don't believe in the death penalty, and I will never support it ever. You're like, I don't believe in the death penalty, but if my local barista had the ability to kill people spontaneously, then they should. I don't believe in the death penalty, but what if they really deserve it? Right? Your logic doesn't fucking extend anywhere. It's like a broken arm. Like I snapped a fucking 2x4 in half and went, here you go. This is the full board. Furthermore, thank you very much, Hazriel, for pointing this out. If there's anyone to blame, surely, NVIDIA and Microsoft and ChatGPT and Samuel Altman and the US government would be more to blame. Surely they would. Because it's their fault in the first place. Because we have a fake economy. So anyways, this is why Maria is strange, everyone. If Maria ever says anything about me, about anyone else that is in any way negative, do not believe her. It just, inherently speaking, she doesn't make any sense. You know, the reason I have her as a friend that's too woke is because she just doesn't. She just doesn't make sense. And in the bad way. In the bad way. All right, I'm sorry, Maria. You gotta fix this part about yourself. You have to. You have to. All right, you need to cure yourself from the disease that plagues you. It's all love, though, right? Yeah, 100%. Yeah, for sure. A million. Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, it's love. Well, when I say it like that, when I say it like that, it sounds like it's not. There is no possible way I could agree with you right now, and it wouldn't come off like I'm faking it and I'm secretly pissed. Yeah, no, we're friends. You're too woke, but I don't. You know, we're friends, and that's okay. We're friends, and that's okay. It's like the it's like that Wojak image with the transgender person and the Nazi, but I'm the transgender person. Let me be clear. Yeah. It's like the, what the hell are you talking about? You haven't seen it? Oh, dude, it's so funny. Oh, it's actually so funny. Hold on, I'm pulling it up. Can I see Wojak? Oh, come on. It's so funny. Hold on, I gotta look this up. No, all I'm getting is a message for people. All I'm getting is weird Reddit shit. Fuck, I can't do it. It's not there. It just seems silly to not hold this kind of scrutiny towards Steam. You are holding the wrong scrutiny. All right, you're saying it's silly to not hold the scrutiny towards Steam, but your scrutiny doesn't extend beyond your own mind. You have not put any work. You've not any effort. You haven't taken a fucking glance. All right, you don't know anything about Steam or what they're doing, and because of that, your scrutiny, as it were, as you would put it, extends purely to, I have made this up in my own head and I am mad about it. Steam makes $1 billion, and they should sell the Steam machine for 600 and not 0 for some reason, because you're weird, all right? Your logic doesn't make sense inherently, all right? I'm providing scrutiny towards you, but you're just creating things in your head. Get mad at. We've got one big company and all the other small companies heavily dependent on it. It's true. It's true. Steam should, the thing is, I do like GOG being a Steam competitor. I think that's good. I own games from GOG, and I only really found out about how good GOG was recently. And if I ever want to buy an old game, like I wanna own Dino Crisis. I have it wishlisted on Steam and on GOG, just so that I can know when there's a sale. Because like if Nintendo did this, everyone would lose their shit. Yeah, that's because Nintendo's a fucking public company. That's because Nintendo is a public company, and for several years, they have been very open about providing more shareholder value. I'm gonna be honest, I cannot remember even a single time where Steam has been like, you know what we need more of? Shareholder value. All right, the difference between Steam and Nintendo, as it were, is because one, Steam is a smaller company than Nintendo. They seem like they're bigger, right? But they're not. Furthermore, Nintendo has made it, I think, pretty equally known that they're pretty into providing shareholder value. And here's the thing about video games. Video games is as a creation, right? You don't make money. You don't make enough money to cover, or you make more than enough money to cover the sale of a video game, right? So when you buy Mario Kart for $70, right, you cover the packaging. You cover the packaging, you cover the box, you cover the physical disc, right? And you cover the shipping costs. That's why it's 60, 70 bucks, right? But there's all that midway here. There's all that middle bit that doesn't directly go to the cost of supplying the game. And that goes to paying off the game's creation as a whole. Which is why Silksong, for instance, worked out. It was 20 bucks. But it made enough money because they knew it would sell enough to where if you take 20 bucks a person from 1 million people, that's about the same as taking 40 bucks from 500,000 people. You know what I mean? So Nintendo, I think Nintendo's big thing is that when they raise the price of games, is that the Steam Deck directly needs RAM. Directly has very large material costs associated with it. Video games actually have they have incredibly little material costs associated with them because that's just how making the game works, right? Most of the cost is in creating the game, but not in selling the game, right? Whereas creating the Steam machine is a lot more of like a unit by unit basis, where you'll sell 1 million copies of Mario Kart. If you sell 1 million copies of the Steam machine, you gotta make 1 million copies of the Steam machine. You make 1 million copies. You only need to make 1 copy of Mario Kart. You just then you send it out there, right? And so that's why when say Nintendo increases their prices from $60 to $70, it's a lot more of a hubbub than it would be. Or I personally think it's a lot more of a hubbub than increasing the Steam dock from 600 to 900. Because I think inherently Nintendo will make a shit ton more money. I'm not going to say exponential, but I think it will be a hell of a lot more. Whew. But yeah, Monopoly is bad. I do hope, and here's the thing, I don't think Steam is perfect. I've said a lot of things that makes me look like a bootlicker, and I would understand it if you thought so. What the fuck is that? Personally, I'm not a fan of, what is it? The GOG team or whatever, the people over at GOG, worked with Resident Evil people, Capcom, to, hold on, get the, am I stupid? Oh, yeah, there we go. To get the original Resident Evil trilogy, and then I think 4. Maybe just the original Resident Evil trilogy, to get it without DRM, on their platform. And then after GOG manages to do this, Steam actually manages to get Resident Evil with DRM on their own platform. And they bring it up just after a sale from GOG. And then they put a better sale on their own store. And personally, I didn't really love that, right? And it is, it's business and whatnot, but I just didn't appreciate it, To me, I didn't like the vibes. Okay, can I kill you? I can kill you, okay. Can I jump off of this? I can jump off of this, okay. Uh-oh, there we go. Wanna know what's greedy? PlayStation increasing their subscription prices? That's the thing, right? When you increase that's the thing, right? What is it? When we go back to the razor and the blades. The razor and the blades, classic economic model. Everybody knows it. When you increase the price of the razor, I feel for you. Because there's no fucking way you wanted to do that. When you increase the price of the razor, this fucks up your whole flow. This is literally the thing that you need to do
and it just didn't go well, and that sucks for you. Sorry, buddy. But when you increase the price of the blades, suddenly I'm fully aware of what you want and what you're trying to do. And so increasing the price of the game, increasing a price of video games, and increasing subscription prices, that is increasing the cost of the razor, or the cost of the blades. Whereas the Steam Deck is a lot more of a increasing the cost of the razor situation. Putting DRM on a 1999 whatever game is kind of insane. 100%, yeah. I don't know. I mean, Steam really just doesn't. What did they say? Their policy, I think, is like, listen, you sell your games on the Steam, and we'll sell your games on the Steam. You do whatever the fuck you want with them. Whereas GOG is a lot more of, they're less of like a generic storefront and more of a curator, which I can enjoy. I think it's a very interesting and cool thing to have. That we've kind of lost in the modern age. You go to Barnes and Noble, and when you go to Barnes and Noble and you see what's there, you know, is what's there is what's at Barnes and Noble picked out because John Noble fucking read the book and went, this is actually pretty good. I want the people of the world to see this. No, of fucking course not. But when you see like GOG or something like that, right? The people of GOG went out of their way and went like, yeah, low key, this would be heat. All right, how do I go up here? This is not working out perfectly. GOG is more about preservation. It's more about preservation, but it's also the games on GOG are like picked out. They're like, listen, we're not gonna put slop on GOG. Listen, as much as you may want there to be, you are not going to find furry Nazi. You're not going to find furry Hitler on GOG. All right. And as much as I personally believe it to really be a masterpiece of our era, maybe that's okay. Maybe that's okay. Right? What that leads to, though. Oh, what the fuck do I do with this? Oh, that was a fuck up. This, maybe? I don't really understand how this works. I don't understand how this works at all. I think what it does is it means that they get less money because they don't sell as many things as Steam. That's, you know, I think that's a bummer, but I think GOG serves a good place in the ecosystem, and I hope that maybe they can increase and do more of what they're doing, because I think what they're doing is good. You know, I'm more than happy to buy the Resident Evil games on GOG. I think that's good. I don't want DRM on my Resident Evil games, and I want to go towards the preservational games, right? And no offense to Resident Evil Requiem or whatever, or sorry, no offense to Resident Evil Village. I don't know if that game distinctly needs to be preserved. Maybe like this, and then we jump out. No, I was trapped there. I couldn't move. I guess I just don't really know what I'm doing. No? The DRM they use really harms performance. That's what I hear. I hear Capcom DRM specifically is like dog shit. I heard it with Pragmata as well. I think it's called Enigma. It's kind of like, you know, Enigma balls. How do I do this? What the hell is the point of this whole thing? Yeah, it's Enigma. Their big games use Denuvo, and after a few years, they removed the Denuvo and put Enigma in. Ugh. Doesn't even make sense. It kind of sounds like Livmo Balls. That's how it makes sense. Welcome to the world, buddy. For Resident Evil? Oh my god! Oh my god! Whoa, hold on. You guys are 18, right? I clicked the button. I'm assuming all of you are 18 or over. Oh, that's fun. Do they have the time to beat timers? Oh, I just go there anyways. I've only ever bought Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 on GOG. I don't know where to find the stuff. I knew for holy fucking shit, dude. That's crazy. How fucking bad does your DRM have to be to increase the effort it takes to run the game by fucking 4 times? Jesus. Yeah, I'm buying Resident Evil. Maybe we need to be on GOG more. Any GOG heads trying to add me on GOG? Any GOGers? Is that a slur? That feels like a slur. Don't clip that. I said it came out of my mouth and I was like, that was definitely used against some marginalized group of people. I could tell. Add me, buddy. I'm pretty sure it's Maria City. Add me. I'm pretty sure it's Muubody. But no, that's nasty. That is horrific. All right, let's move. Oh, I just got into bed. Then we'll never be friends on GOG, and it's your fault. No, come back. Please. Please, little crab, come back to me. Fuck, maybe I'm evil. We've already established this. We just had a whole conversation on literally the most minor, like, change in policies because of RAM prices increasing. While this whole time it's been, by the way, Steam doesn't care a lot about preserving old video games, despite being the premier marketplace, which they don't, you know, they're not required to do so, but I do wish they would. Cloud. All right, that was not a cloud. That sucks. Ah, what the hell? Okay, well, fuck me then. Oh, dude, you remember Kuze, right? Yeah, from Yakuza Kiwami. Also from Yakuza 1, if I remember correctly. Didn't play that one. Kiwami means extreme. Some people say Yakuza 3, some people say Yakuza Kiwami 3. I like saying Yakuza 1 Kiwami. I think it makes me seem more stoic. Is it not Kiwami? I played the game! Yakuza 0. Who am I thinking of? Oh, yeah, you're right, from Yakuza 0. Yeah. For some reason, I thought he was in Kiwami 1. I think it's because I forgot everything from Kiwami 1, and I had trauma from playing Kiwami 1. It was just, it hurt me. No! What the fuck is that? That pufferfish has got big lips. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I thought that would be like a secret area. But yeah, I remember Kuze. I do. Despite the fact that I don't remember what game he's from. Alright. I've got to get out of this level. I swear, some of these levels are just the easiest fucking thing to get through, and then some of them is just you're riding a giant crab, and there's a bunch of spiky balls. and there's a little rodent with a fucking cannon that's trying to kill you. And I'm like, help me. Maybe I don't need the crab. He's a pro LGBT because he got head from a trans woman. That's real, dude. I know, like, some people don't like it, but, you know, what is it? I think that's chill. It's a little peculiar, but that's fine. Tuesday's actor is woke as hell. Good for him. I know Playboy Cardi, weirdly enough, he has dated some queer thing. Okay, saying thing makes it sound bad. How do I say this? He dated some queer individual. He didn't mention which. It was just like a thing that he said. How in the world do I? He said the love of his life is a trans woman. Good for him. You know, it's these kind of testimonials, I think, that that help people the most. I gotta get out of here. Launch me. No, the crab. That sucks. He's down there now. I know he is. But no, I'm a personal believer that the best way for acceptance of minorities is through friendship and social connection. Although it's not like a cost-effective, mass-produced solution, I do think it's the best one. Love his life, then he definitely received head. I don't know. Maybe it's like one of those things where it's like, you know, it never worked out. And he's sad. You know, it's what could have been. Could have been head. You know, he imagined head. Okay, I don't know what the fuck that was. Don't really see the leap in logic. You don't see the... Unless you're implying the lady's a sex worker? No, not that he... No. You're being weird. You're being weird and you're taking my incomplete sentences and making me say something that I didn't say. What do I do now? Oh, kill him. I'm talking to the YouTube chatter. Oh. Oh. No, I think he just means that, like, if you're like married to someone, you probably got head from them. I think that's what he means. What a narcissist. I'm streaming. Yeah, a little bit. How do I... Oh, like this. I don't even know such words. I don't know, you wouldn't really make the implication of any regular cis woman. I think you would. In fact, listen, Maria, this is a you don't know the world around you kind of thing. Cause it's like a thing. Yeah, you would. You know, it's like in TV shows and whatnot. Maybe it's like an American thing. You know, maybe you're just not in touch with the American world. Maybe it's only an American thing. Maybe it's not like a German thing. But you would make the impression of any like married woman. You know, I remember it's definitely a holdover from an older society. I'll give you that. But you know, it is like a what is it? Old TV shows would be like. You know, at least, you know, that, hey, your wife is hot. I bet you're having a good time in the bedroom. You're wrong. Sorry. Listen, you're being too woke. This is why you're a friend who's too woking right now. Alright? You are under the idea that, that cis women are not generalized for sex within their relationships, and I think it's very foolish of you. So sorry, but you are wrong about this one. That's not what I'm saying. You said you wouldn't make the implication with any regular old cis woman. All right, Hasriel was saying that presumably if you're married to someone, you probably received head from them. All right, that's a common anecdotal thing I've seen in TV shows, you know, where people will make gestures, let's say, at the... What the fuck do I do here? Fuck it! At the sexual relationships that people have with their others. I don't think he meant specifically her. I don't think Hasriel said definitely transgender. I can't scroll up. It's physically impossible for me, but he didn't say, "Oh, well, if she's a trans woman, then she definitely got head." Hold on. Fuck it, whatever. Let's pull up the tape. Joking about it. I don't even know such word. Oh, I don't know where it is. I don't see it. That's weird. You delete it? Maybe you did. Maybe you did. I can't roll back the tape. Can you delete things and I not see them? Is that how that works? It's the one above it. You remember Kuze Yakuza 0? I'm joking about it. Oh, I have top chat. I have top chat, not live chat on. Yep. My bad. Oh, you did say at the love of his life is a trans woman, then he definitely received head. Ooh, you did say that. You did say that? Ooh, actually, I'm sorry. Now I have to pivot. And now I'm gonna get woke. But only after Maria has already gone woke, and so I'm behind the curve. You did say if the love of his life is a trans woman, that means he got head from her. You did say that. Oh fuck, what do I do? Kill him! You know, I know you didn't mean it in that way. Unfortunately, it is too late and I've already posted you on Twitter. So you can, if you would please say your prayers. Well, that sucks. I'd appreciate it. Never speak badly of me, bucko. Listen and learn. Alright, the worst what is it? Even a broken clock it works twice a day. Holy shit. How the fuck am I supposed to do this? How the fuck am I supposed to do that? Alright, you've been wrong all stream. I can't give you props for being right one time. Go. Deploy. Okay, well, it's a hard doom. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking when they made this one. I don't think this is awesome. Fuck. Yeah, so I'll try again. Deploy. Bubble beam. Will that work? It won't stop him! Jesus, y'all don't forgive silly mistakes. Sorry, you're actually going to jail forever now. I don't make the rules, I just enforce them blindly. No hablo inglés. Okay, pal. Why are you saying it in Spanish, I guess? I feel like, if anything, you'd be saying it in Italian. That is a fucking heart. That's vicious, man. What's the move? Just like run away? What the hell, man? It flies! They fucking move. They bump into each other and just fucking go for it. Maybe the move is the circle. Uh-oh. That didn't help. Uh-oh, that didn't help. That didn't go very well. Why am I stuck in fucking fish hell? What the fuck, man? Maybe this does something that I'm unaware of. Maybe there's another secret technique that I don't know. Seriously? Is it like obvious and I'm just stupid? Like, I don't even have like the speed to pivot. Uh-oh. Listen, man. I'm gonna give up at a point, sooner or later. Because this is not working. I don't know what I need to be doing. I don't know what the move is, but this cannot continue. Did my backseating get held? Yeah. I can't even slow down or else they'll get me. Hey, 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 hey. One more time. Fuck you, fuck this game. Not doing it. Okay. It's definitely dead. Fuck. Thread the needle. Go. Gotta get out of here. No! Free me! Well, at least that's a fucking easy win. I gotta get out of here. I gotta blow this popsicle stand. This game's kind of hard. I didn't think it would be. I kind of thought this would be a pretty easy, simple stream, and instead I got rage baited. I kind of thought this would be nice and easy, and instead things didn't go too well. But it was fun, I'll give you that much. I'll give it that much, not give you that much. Dude, I gotta get my fucking passport! I gotta wake up early tomorrow. Not because of my job. My job's on Wednesday. But I gotta take a Zoom call with... I don't know who she is. She's not the hiring manager. But I gotta get a Zoom call with her in order to show her that I can work in the world and that my passport works. So I'll say thank you very much for watching. I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed. I had a fun time. I got to say a lot. I got to argue a lot. This is definitely one of those streams that was made better by the chatters. So thank you very much. And no, I do really appreciate it. You know, because sometimes I can rip it on my own. And sometimes it's the game. So usually it's a combination of both. But this one really was just taking whatever you guys gave me and really getting a lot of use out of it. I guess would be the term. But no, so thank you very much. I hope you had a good time. I guess my next stream will be My first day after work. Ooh. I wonder what I'll play. Maybe not Resident Evil DLC. I don't know. Maybe it is greedy for Steam to increase their prices. Yeah, I actually said all that. But I've met Gabe Newell in person, and he spat on me while I had leukemia. I never brought this up, but I had leukemia, and my make-a-wish was to see Gabe Newell. And he showed up, and it was like, you fucking stupid-ass poor bitch. And he spat on me, and then he rubbed it into my head. And by the time I touched it, it had dried because he rubbed it in. And then he was like, all of my employees are like this too. So Steam actually is a bad company. So I shouldn't have argued for them. But no. Yeah. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, depending on whatever time zone that you happen to be in. And I hope that I see you, or you see me, sometime soon. Later. Trying to blink to the rhythm, but I don't think it's cooperating with me.